Hello everyone, welcome back to the weekly Mirror Dungeon Extreme Solo. It's a G-Corp Outis day, we've got pretty standard support passives, and that's not excavation. We're going to try to find a hidden boss today. We kind of do that every week, but more so than normal, it would be nice to see. Hello. Very typical start here. We took Rupture Gifts, we got Manor Box, Blessing, and I went for Needle and Thread because I'm worried about floor 4, and you'll see why on floor 4. Now, there is one dangerous encounter on To Be Cleaved, so we're really hoping this isn't Kurakumo. Anyone else we should be able to handle. Okay, this is about the easiest enemy fight in the game. G-Corp Outis is a decently interesting solo ID because she can give herself same turn protection with her skill 1. We have Malfast in chat, hello. So like, yeah, I can already stack almost 10 protection on the second turn of the battle. Also, yes, this is the Screaming Outis. I hope you like Outis screaming, you'll be hearing that a lot today. Here's the first one. It's actually decent damage. Like 50, I know I have 9 damage up, but I kind of thought it would be worse. I'm okay with this. We are full single coin with the solo. That's probably the thing G-Corp Outis is most well known for, because nobody remembers Base Ishmael exists. So, it might be a bit slow. I'm normally pretty, like, no ego in my solos, but I'll probably use ego just to speed things up in some of these normal fights, once we have the resources. Because it really is just, single coins don't scale in damage. They don't even do damage normally. At least the hidden boss gifts work well on them. They get the full 8 coin power. But that relies on us finding a hidden boss. I'm a little bit worried with the changes to the hidden bosses, because they're a lot harder now, as I'm sure you're well aware. And so that puts me into this awkward situation, where before, I liked to pick pretty bad trials sometimes. I would, purposely pick coin power, go for base and final power sometimes for worst possible trials. But now, if I do that, I'm like basically guaranteed to lose to a hidden boss, I feel like. And so I'm like forced to pick, weaker trials, play better, you could say. But then on the runs where I don't find a hidden boss, it's going to just be kind of more boring. So I don't know, we'll have to see. Maybe we just accept losing if we find a hidden boss more often, and still go for bad trials sometimes. It's something we'll figure out over time, I guess. Yeah, they kill you turn 1 now. At least on less good solo IDs, we'll have to pick good trials. Also, can I point out, this skill roll is a 10. I guess it goes up to 12 with syncing, but this is literally worse than base ID skill 1s. without the conditional.
돌격합니다. 공격. 거점을 찾았습니다.
I haven't gotten Callisto myself, so I don't know how bad he is as a hidden boss. I've seen the least people complain about him, so he's probably the easiest.
돌격합니다.
Everyone complains about Matthias, which makes sense. That counter does hurt if you don't know how to avoid it.
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요. 평소에도 이런
You like Outis on teams? Yeah, popping in hello. It's like, she has the attack power buff, she has the protection buff, and I am like the #1 attack power down fan, so I do like this skill tree. But beyond that, I don't know, nothing special here really. You're here today, hello. Hello, bug. Callisto is the easiest hidden boss now, that's the impression I've gotten. Now hang on. I swear this didn't give me attack power up. Let me pay attention this time.
돌격합니다. 거점을 찾았습니다. 거점을 찾았습니다.
Okay, no, I was thinking I already had 2 attack power up, but it is working. Good luck on Valentina. Yeah. I'm kind of expecting to lose if we get a hidden boss this run, unless it's on 411. 411 Valentina I can handle.
다음은 어디입니까?
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요.
다음은 어디입니까?
관리자님은 당신이
다음은
생각하는
어디입니까?
Rian has Furioso, Valentina has the evade, Matthias has the counter, Callisto just doesn't have anything crazy like that, true.
대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
Okay, I like this start because I like having poise. Buy those in the correct order. Special contract, I guess. Sinking gifts are even more important now. We do Pierce refreshes to see about emptying the Pierce pool. It didn't really work out. Didn't see what we wanted there. Our standard heals, and we can actually fuse on floor 1 nowadays because you get more vestiges. We'll make a blunt gift and sell this. Alright. 94% super shop, let's just give myself the full damage up to make that 100%. It's not a big deal to lose out on the interest floor 1 here.
이번 지휘도 부탁드립니다.
Yeah, Callisto has the damage resistance, but, you know, that doesn't stop you from killing him or make him kill you faster. It makes you kill him slower, but that's fine. You're still able to hit him. I can't go for the Spice Push combination. It's very unfortunate. I'm planning to keep all of my skills, probably, but I can't go for the Spice Push fusion because I don't have an evade, and so I would just have a 50% chance to lose against the Unchanging if I got Farm Watch.
이 자리에 서 있게 해달라고 바란 적은 없었어요. 단 한 번도.
돌격합니다.
Does Outis work with Holiday even? I didn't think about it, I just have Ebony Stem on. It's like Outis is fast. Is Holiday same turn buffs? I don't recall. It's at least like healing if you want to heal fast.
돌격합니다.
조금 더 해보시죠.
거점을 찾았습니다.
It is same turn buffs, so that's a way that Outis works.
엄마의 기억처럼.
We are protection stacking in this household. Mountfast, you were given a weird apple after fighting Lucio. Not sure. Not quite sure if that was an apple.
직원들이 우세한 환경에 있습니다. 관리자님이
But I'm sure you'll be
진화를
fine.
집중해서 듣고 있었다는 결과겠죠.
Maybe you lay off the
이런
boluses for a week.
신뢰라고 부른다고 하더군요.
돌격합니다.
긍정적인 변화네요.
The attack power down, honestly, might make these hidden bosses possible. It's like I get one turn survival is free because of embers. And then if I put 4 attack power down on Rian, he's rolling 0. As long as he's rolling tails. So like, I think a lot of these hidden bosses could actually be possible if I can hit them. We get some good early gifts there, now we look for Hell's Chicken. Rolling past a few good gifts here, but not showing up, making me spend Starlight early. But now that we have 60 adversity, you can kind of do like 2 more pack refreshes completely for free. Great, we have to choose. This leads to 2 tiles, so either way I can get like a 3rd event if it's there, so we're going to go up first.
이번 지휘도 부탁드립니다.
I haven't seen it as the hardest. Yeah, it's just like, how do you even hit her? I don't know. I'll have to fight her more to see how bad the evade is. Because like the one time I fought her, it was 413, but I already had 2 hidden boss gifts, and so I just rolled like an 80 when her evade was rolling 50. So it didn't really matter.
직원들이 긍정적인 환경에 놓이게 되었어요. 관리자님이 이 기회를 잘 활용하길 기다리겠습니다.
그렇게 시원하게
기계는 언제나
보는
기다리는
맛이다.
운명이니까요.
It's just, I feel like she would become literally impossible to hit if you fought her on like 415 without other hidden boss gifts. Like, am I wrong for saying that?
돌격합니다.
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요.
다음은 어디입니까?
평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까?
I mean, it continues to prove that Clash Power Up is like the best trial to take ever. That won't buff her evade at all.
돌격합니다.
역시
Alright.
모가지를 분질러야 조용해지는군. 저 도야지 같은 새끼들.
Yeah, you took only brutality. We might do that today. We are a sinking ID, technically. Although it's all single coins, I think sanity control will actually be a slight struggle. There are alternate ways to do damage in MD. Maggots comes to mind.
망설일 생각은 하지
And
않았습니다.
Maggots does not come to mind for me personally. My mind goes to like Drill first, probably, but I guess technically.
벗어났나?
How long would you have to evade stall her? I mean, there's no way you can just stall her. She has disposal.
관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다
In second phase, at
대단한
least.
능력을 가지고 있다고 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
In second phase, it's probably lasting like 3
조금 전에
turns.
모두 살색들의
돌격합니다.
본보기가 될 정도였네. 과히 좋군.
At the least. If you aren't able to hit her. You can stall her. I am largely inexperienced, so we'll see.
거점을 찾았습니다.
She can't generate Mong at low sanity. How are you getting her sanity low?
돌격합니다.
전까지 손가락 하나 까딱하지 마.
거점을 찾았습니다.
You want to start doing a solo run, any tips? You should absolutely... Okay, well, who do you want to solo with? Because it is a little different if you're using someone that can unstagger.
다음은 어디입니까?
But if you aren't using someone that can unstagger, you really want Mana Shaped Music Box and Ashen Constellation Blessing as starter gifts. They are really good for solos. They help you get through 4-1, which is the hard part. And then you want to take every grace if you're doing MDE just to get the gift economy going. Yeah, not killing Lucio. I did that like for fun on my run. Because I was, oh, let's make Lucio happy, let's kill Valencia in front of him. But then it turns out he just leaves when she gets to half health and forces second phase. But it is most definitely a good idea to stall that out. Am I sure that keeping all skills is good? I'm planning to do 114, I think. I'll be able to get basically as much attack power down as I want. That way. We'll have to see. I might get rid of the skill 2, honestly, but I think keeping one skill 1 for protection is a good idea. Just in case that's like the difference between surviving turn 2 and dying turn 2, you know? Like, I definitely don't need 14 attack power down. What's the highest base power that an enemy has in this game? Like, Matthias has 14, so maybe against him I would need all the skill 3s, but I can just, like... You're able to use skill 3s on most of your slots if you have 4. If you have 5, for sure. There's no world where I make 6 skill 3s. It's just a question of if I make 4 or 5.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다. 여기까지 와서 망설일 생각은 하지 않았으면 좋겠어. 사람을 죽이고 싶지 않았다면.
Sorry, Ringfest. I think Malphast left without you, actually. You'll have to find your own way to hum you in. Imagine screaming at someone so loud that they turn into a pile of mush. That's the G Corp Outis way. Replace skill 2 entirely. Yeah, that's probably the right idea. It's like, same turn attack power up. Why do that when I could just use a higher rolling skill, you know? The reason to keep a skill 2 is like the 2 offense level and 1 blunt damage up you would get from Temporal Bridle for having 2 blunt skills. And that's probably not worth it. Oh, can we beat this guy? We got Grey Coat. We should be able to out-heal the bleed. I hope. I'm also like, I'm not banning Ego, so I can do that if needed. Wow, we lost that clash. The 1.25%. With the extra bleed count, that might be too much bleed. Four nails on that? Just all single coin makes it hard to get rid of bleed, but I think we'll get rid of it here. And then we have Manor Box to unstagger, so even if we get staggered here, it's not a big deal. Greycoat healed me for 9, let's go. I find it interesting how much the Egos augment base sinners compared to their other IDs. What do you mean by augment? can't pass that check.
모든 지위가
한
완벽할
번은
순 없습니다.
유리하나
돌격합니다.
교만하면 뒤집어지는 법.
허점을 찾았습니다.
그래서 어쩌라는 거지?
다음은 어디입니까?
그걸 꼭
이번에도
말로 해야
잘해줬어.
You think they mean like regret with
유익한
base
책이
mare?
또
I mean, that
하나
definitely makes him stronger.
도시에는 내가 모르는 것들이
But I
많아.
feel like every
이렇게
ID
하나씩
can kind of
알아가다 보면
benefit from
언젠가
egos. You
반드시
could almost
찾을 수
argue that
있겠지.
Capo Mare benefits from regret more
세상의
than
모든 것이다.
base mare, for
단
example.
하나의 책을.
Okay, this is Hell's Chicken. I should do... I'll grab a resource gift since I don't have one. Bleed refreshes? Yeah, we got it. Okay. Then Pierce refreshes because we're going to full stop next. It didn't really show me higher tier Pierce gifts. Lithograph will help with full stop. Okay. And then Fuse. Do I care about the Book of Vengeance? Like, not really. But I should still do a fusion every floor. 3, 2, 2. What would be? Is there anything that would be better to make? I don't think so. Alright. I'm a little damaged, but that's fine. It's not like Bongi's gonna kill me here. Will I be going for Spice Bush Fusion? It's... To go for that, I would have to spend 2 gift search slots on it.
돌격합니다.
Because I can't beat either... I can't guaranteed beat either of the packs that have the exclusive gifts. Falling Flowers can be Dongvik, which is an instant loss, and Unchanging can be Farm Watch, which is an instant loss. And so I'm not going to risk like a 50-50 on the entire run, so I'm not going for it today. I will basically only ever go for that if I have an evade,
돌격합니다.
since then I can beat Farm Watch and just gift search one piece. I did consider just picking up normal Spiced Bush and not even making the fusion version, but I decided against it. I wanted Needle and Thread to make sure I can get through floor 4.
돌격합니다.
But then we just got like Grey Coat instantly, so we'll probably be fine either way. Grey Coat and Lithograph will help. A lot of Ego Passes work perfectly for their base centers. Talisman Dawnlet's based on contribute on Rapture teams, not to mention her bleed egos. Okay.
어디입니까?
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요.
Yeah,
관리자님은
it's a fair assessment. I don't know if we could say it's planned, but it does kind of just work out the way you're saying.
옳은 말만 한답니다.
돌격합니다.
Even someone like G Corp Outis can clash 30 on floor 2.
공격. 다음은 어디입니까? 다음은 어디입니까?
지금처럼 엄마와 함께 이곳저곳을 다니며 많은 기억을
You're
쌓았고
halfway to Hongyuan.
언젠가
Yeah, go confront
세상에서
Malphast when you
가장
get there.
멋진 곳에 나를 데려갈 수 있게.
Alright, we got Marinade already, so we can choose based on trials. I'm still going to pick it, probably, unless... So, okay. Both of these give 3 defense levels, this one gives only 1 offense level, though. And then... Do I want Zippo Lighter? I think I don't care enough to pick it over the tier 3 gift, just to help me, like, make sure I have something to fuse next floor, and lower offense level, yeah. How am I so fast? That's Spice Bush, or not Spice Bush, this thing. This thing gives you haste. It's a really good gift for solo. Okay, we're going to full stop. Gotta find full stop. There it is. No good gift on offer.
이번 지휘도 부탁드립니다.
You don't see the appeal as Vice Bush Ego Gift. So, okay, the logic is that 90% of solos are totally okay with keeping a skill 2. Like having a skill 2 and then 5 skill 3s. You can still use a skill 3 in every slot guaranteed for the first 3 turns. And then after that, you're still going to have majority skill 3s. You can use skill 3s basically just as much as full copies. So you're kind of just giving up 1 skill 3 for 3 base power up. That's very much a worthwhile trade. Like, if you could get this Vice Bush gift easier, it would be extremely good, and I would, like, always go for it. The problem is that it takes 2 pack-exclusive gifts that are in basically unsoloable packs. Also Church of Gears moment.
우리는 앞으로 나아가는
So you can only realistically go for it when you have an evade.
된답니다.
Why do I have 28 dropped frames?
도시에선 저런 형태로 사람을
What's going on with my internet? Hopefully that clears up. But yeah, like keeping one of your other skills isn't a bad thing at all for most solos. It has a few implications where it's bad, like Jiyoung-ish wants all skill 3s. She wouldn't really go for Spice Bush. But most of the time it's totally fine. It's just unfortunately like the 3rd hardest gift to get in the entire game. That like isn't, you know, the Bongi gift or a hidden boss gift or wealth or something.
돌격합니다. 허점을 찾았습니다.
Because the base power up applies to evades as well.
차포잡이라. 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
Okay, don't get like 5 reuses on me with all heads rolls this time, maybe.
개체에게 일격을 가하는데 성공했습니다.
돌격합니다.
샴페인을 가져오기
You wonder if we'll get a Gregor Vow from Mare's season? Maybe. I predicted 5 cantos ago. Maybe that's a slight exaggeration, but a long time ago that Ryoshu season would be the first WoWs. Now that that didn't happen, I predict Mare's Kanto will be, or sorry, the first Aleph. Now that that didn't happen, I'm predicting it for Mare's Kanto, and I'm kind of just expecting it sooner rather than later.
허점을 찾았습니다.
긍정적인 변화네요.
Gregor never got a seasonal WoW, true. He has Garden of Thorns and collab.
돌격합니다.
I do think he's the most likely candidate to be the first person with 3 WoW egos. Because of that. Hello, Yoshihide House of Spiders. Welcome to stream. That's like... It's probably my favorite thing about YouTube streaming versus Twitch streaming is that people just like... People have names like this on YouTube. You never see that type of thing on Twitch. Everyone just has a normal online username. But in Twitch chat, you get, like, the 7 Fausts coming in. Okay, we get Gear Shrapnel. That's good. Hopefully... Or, well, do we get it? Yeah. Hopefully I can get Dark Flame Pipe in the shop. It's always what we come here for.
부탁드립니다.
I get it about half the time.
돌격합니다.
We'll see. YouTube chat has roleplay, true. 7 Faust is not here, not at the moment, but I'm pretty sure she's been around before.
네, 뭐
돌격합니다.
내려라 모자리들 이라는 뜻이다.
Yeah, YouTube chat is fun and joyous and full of whimsy, I would say.
설마 내가 그 로싱나 이
돌격합니다.
돈 홍처럼 온순해졌을 거라 기대했나?
Okay, so the real question, who's pulling for the Kira announcer? I've like fully accepted at this point that I will like never pull on banners that don't have announcers.
너희가 걸어야 할 수라의 길은
But
돌격합니다.
you know, I'm not going to pull on every banner with an announcer, but I could be tempted by Kira. I'll have to see like what the actual voice lines sound like. I'll have to like watch somebody else use her for a bit and see if I want her. You thought Kira was the shop? I'm 90% sure it said extraction.
단수
돌격합니다.
배웠네.
허점을 찾았습니다. 다음은 어디입니까? 다음은 어디입니까? 다음은 어디입니까?
One good thing about G-Corp Outis is that I have really fast attack animations, especially that skill 2. It's like over before it even begins.
파는 곳 있나?
Okay.
있군.
Let's see if we can get the Dark Flame Pipe. Imagine it's just there waiting for me.
용수형 과자로
Not today.
결정하지.
We got the other tier 3 gift though. I will buy Zippo Lighter, but besides that I want to keep slots in the shop. No. We get our first skill replace. We can do like maybe 2 more refreshes. It's not going to show up, is it? Okay, it did. Rewarded. And we get dust to dust. Grab some. I don't really care for it. I'll grab first aid kit. It's not the best, but it is keywordless. There's a economy gift. That's what you love to see. And then, call me crazy. I think I'm gonna fuse Thrill. And call me crazier. I think I'm going to enhance Thrill. No, that's way too much of a commitment. But Thrill will help, and I am a little worried. Mostly for next floor.
이번 지휘도
On a serious note, you look forward to the boss event. I'm very excited to see what the like boss linked content is going to be. Boss challenge, interval linked, whatever.
허점을 찾았습니다.
It's like the first new gameplay thing since Railway, which is crazy. It's probably just going to be like a single fight against a harder version of the Intervalo boss. But maybe it'll be a much harder version, you know?
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요.
Maybe it's going to be like a 5-wave boss fight.
대단한 것을 갖추고 생각했거든.
Who
제가 늘
knows?
말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
사실은 그렇게 대단한 일도
돌격합니다.
아니에요. 혹시 칭찬을 받았다면
달빛조차
엔젤라님이나
살려나갈 올고된 하나.
말구트를 부르는 편이 나았을 거예요.
Looking forward to the Ricardo ID in the Sweepers box deck. Please just anything but Heisho. And if it's Heisho, please don't be a C adept. That's one of the like 3 leading theories for the ID, and I would just be so uninterested in C adept mare.
허점을 찾았습니다. 다음은 어디입니까?
우와, 지금 완전 삼촌들이랑 고모대 같았어.
We do resist Pierce, which is nice for this. It makes it much easier to not die. G-Corp Outis also seems tankier than I realized. Like,
사실은 그렇게
조언이
대단한
필요하신
a
일도
245 health and a somewhat low. I have almost 100 health before I stagger.
말구트를
That's
부르는
not bad at all.
제가 아니라요.
허점을 찾았습니다.
Gun Heisho. Yeah, can we get the archer fish Heisho IDs that shoot water?
이제야 실력을
What's her defense level even? Yeah, I guess that's kind of how you judge if someone was supposed to be a tank or not in Season 1. You can check next turn. Let's see.
어릴 땐 몰랐어.
조언이 필요하십니까?
왜 엄마가 삼촌
We are, yeah, +4. Very much a tank, I guess.
손가락 안에서도 내로라는 실력자들이었을 거야.
Why is G-Corp Outis tanky and then G-Corp Gregor had the least health out of any launched 3-star? It's an excellent question.
거점을 찾았습니다.
At base it's +2. Does that actually get affected by Mirror Dungeon stuff? I didn't realize the number it showed
어릴 땐 몰랐어.
조언이
as like
필요하십니까?
+4 would be changed.
삼촌들이랑
My
나도
defensive
있었던
skill also says +4. I can pull up like my website and see what it says.
손가락 안에서도 내로라는
다음은 어디입니까?
실력자들이었을 거야.
거점을 찾았습니다.
너희가 보여준
다음은 어디입니까?
G-Corp Outis, what is your defense level?
엄마에게 가르쳐줬거든.
거점을 찾았습니다.
Oh yeah, it is +2, okay. Still,
잘
you know, still
들어보면
positive, but maybe not
우리는 성과를
super tanky.
개체에게 일격을 가하는데
돌격합니다.
성공했습니다. 샴페인을 가져오기엔 너무 이른
거점을
타이밍이기
Okay, with how well full stop went, I'm feeling more confident for floor 4. I don't know if any of you have guessed where I'm going on floor 4 yet, but let's just say it's almost definitely the hardest floor 4 pack. I can't think of anything else that would even compare, honestly.
다음은 어디입니까?
이제 그것은 그 짝에 갖다 써야지. 별로 어려울 것도 없잖아.
They gave G Greg bad health because they thought his sustain would be
사실
good.
그렇게 대단한
Yeah, I
일은
sure do love healing when I hit the enemy that has Rupture.
칭찬을 받았다면
Let's give a quick summary of
다음은 어디입니까?
every Rupture count positive skill from the launch IDs. Alright, I have finished the summary. I don't know if that's actually true, but it feels like it's true. You could not keep Rupture on an enemy, man. But yeah, that is the logic behind it, even if it didn't work out.
거점을 찾았습니다. 다음은 어디입니까?
무타법을 이제 좀 이해.
Base Mirror's tankiness is funny. If we're talking outside of Mirror Dungeon, then I don't actually think he's that great at it because you only have your one skill 3. And so, like,
다리에게
a
해줄
lot of the time you're not having any protection.
거점을 찾았습니다.
But, like, in Mirror, counter spam is ridiculous. Sunshower Heat, 5 protection for free. Totally viable tanking strategy. Inside Mirror Dungeon, I think She Faust is just undisputed the tankiest.
다음은 어디입니까?
But that's, you know, mostly because of a particular gift.
그렇게만 해.
엄마는 무기라면 뭐든 잘 다뤘어.
돌격합니다.
그중 제일
Oh yeah, 7 Heathcliff. Was he a launch ID?
다음은 어디입니까?
Didn't he come out at the same time as 7 Faust?
다음은 어디입니까?
He might be Season 0, but he wasn't, like,
엄마와 함께 이곳저곳
released on launch.
많은 기억을 쌓아줘.
Base Outis was the only count positive ID with Ego. Yeah, I guess Ebony Stem was your source of count positive. Avoid final power like the Plague. I'll take Clash power and defense level. Now then. I would love to go to either of these packs and get both of the important economy gifts, but we have a plan. A very particular plan, also piece of relationship got passed there. Go ahead and make me a gift search, or a pack search for it, you just know it is. Bridal showing? No, I must stand strong. It's time for Charm Wandered Out.
이번 지휘도
We have to fight mannequins on floor 4 with all single coin skills to make it hard to remove bleed. What could possibly go wrong?
얼간이들이 흥겨워
돌격합니다.
대체로 저럴 때는 이유가 있는 법입니다.
All for one blunt power up, exactly.
보시죠.
Okay, they gave me no bleed potency, that's great.
내가 정말 두려웠던 건 엄마가 돌아오지 않는 거였어.
돌격합니다.
너는 어떠려나? 무사히.
Let's give this guy attack power down before he hits me with this thing.
아니면 엄마처럼 거짓말쟁이.
That would have rolled a 10.
공격.
And we officially have too much bleed to play the game. Alright. This is why I made Thrill. It took 2 turns for me to be unable to attack.
대부분 분야에서 저는 최고의 성능을 내는 AI지.
돌격합니다.
응원은 조금 더.
Oh, we also get dust to dust sloth resonance. We're doing the true
일단
no damage dealt strategies today. Very thrilling gameplay, yes.
적은 없었어요.
돌격합니다.
단 한 번도.
The other option is to use Ego. We'll do the Ego route on the next tile, because we do have 2 tiles of this.
싸울 준비는 끝났어.
But I'll just kind of show that both work. Also, why am I losing sanity?
쳐다만 보고 있고 그런다냐?
What happened?
세 번이나 잤을 거구만.
I don't think I have any weird passive.
히 클버 신 오인
돌격합니다.
It's not happening again. Why do I have 15 sanity?
앞으로 한 번만 더.
I genuinely have no idea.
검을 힐끔힐끔 쳐다보니
I don't think full stop lowers my sanity, and I also, killed a bunch of them. How did I lose sanity in this fight?
엄마가 만반잘구는 싫다고 해서 내가 만들어준 인사말이야. 요슈니까 요료슈쿠.
It's not happening again, which is like the weirdest thing. The roseate desire effect. Oh yeah, the pink shoes. Okay. You must only get that from clashing.
딱히 할
Or
말은
something?
없네요.
At 5+ stack, take 30 SP damage, so how am I getting the stack? I guess just
제게
them.
그런 말을 바라시지
existing.
않았잖아요.
돌격합니다.
Faust would like to thank you for not killing the ring members. Thank you, Ringfast. I have no idea why they're exploding. It's not me. I'm just an innocent bystander here. I'm just here to observe the art. Okay, yeah, it is on hit, and I just happened to notice, like, the turn after it activated. And then I didn't get it for a while after, because of just the cycles of them being staggered and dead. Got it?
어떤 상황이 닥쳐와도 포기하
돌격합니다.
5 more.
못하겠습니다. 너무 유치하잖아요.
We're almost going to actually stagger here. We get bursted, like, one more time. Hang on, can I...
주군께서는 사소한 실수로
Let's hit
책잡지
that
아니하시니
guy.
너무 긴장하지 말고 임하게.
돌격합니다. 다음은 어디입니까?
Give me kill sanity. Was that a mistake? Maybe. But I shouldn't... Yeah, I got the unstagger.
돌격합니다.
What did you miss? This is just floor 4, you know? You missed a bit of thrilling gameplay and full stop, I guess. That looks like he took 9,000 damage for a second, but that was just 2 numbers next to each other. So that's one way to deal with ring mannequins. We'll try out the other way in a second. Oh gosh, can I fight this guy on -5 sanity? We're about to find out.
이번 주의도 부탁드립니다.
개체가 유리한 조건을
Ah, yeah, you're doing like no damage.
돌격합니다.
관리자님의 전술력과
And we just hedge roll anyway.
그다지
Sanity is a
위협적이지
lie.
않았군요.
I'm low on We were just talking about this. I was also confused why I was low on SP, but it's the pink shoes ring mannequins.
너희 보조
They
사슬들은
inflict pink ribbons on you, and when that gets up to 5,
사람의 계획에
you take 30 SP damage, and that happened twice.
결국 바로 신세잖아? 나는 살고 싶어.
More concerned about Rupture than SP, then you...
모든 제약이
그러니
빠르겠어요.
협력해줬으면
I don't think Rupture will be an issue.
찾을 수 있다.
You just have to clash the moves that give you Rupture potency, because Rupture count, that's unavoidable from the Umbrellas. But you can limit the potency.
딱히 할 말은 없네요. 할 수 있다. 힘을 냈으면 한다.
돌격합니다.
제게 그런 말을
다음은 어디입니까?
I need Rusty Coin. We can actually benefit a ton from the second effect of Rusty Coin.
빨리 좀 하지 그랬냐?
Gives you like base power up next turn when you kill stuff. My base Faust Solo made use of that.
적에게 치명상을
Yeah, Fox this early isn't that bad.
관리자님은
He has weirdly high clashes though.
대단한
Like he's one of the most
능력을
likely bosses for me to see struggling or hopeless on,
옳은 말만 한답니다.
or like neutral.
언젠가
If I just fight him randomly on a tile in like floor 12 or something. Okay. I'm allowed to use Ego, I can take this guy. I might have to use Ego. I've been talking about it this entire floor. This guy might actually make me do it. Yeah, Rusty Coin has a second effect. It's not just the single coin reuse.
적 개체가 무언가 준비하고 있어요.
I can get the exact wording in a second here.
모든 게 사라져도 좋겠네요.
After defeating an enemy using a slot or single coin skill, the ally gains +1 skill power for the next turn. And that can stack a bunch in the same turn. So if you killed 6 crabs with an ego, then you have 6 skill power next turn, if that was a single coin, and they didn't die to Needle and Thread. Or if you're a all-slot skill solo, that's tons of extra power up. It's only on kills, unfortunately, but it's still good.
점을 찾았습니다.
차포잡이라. 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
Local woman found screaming at the wildlife. Yeah. Screaming at the foxes, screaming at the butterflies.
최선을 떼지 말아야 할 겁니다. 가장 먼저 처리해야 할 것이
I can just clash Ardor Blossom Star with my skill too. Yeah, sure.
돌격합니다.
I think he just dies to the wings getting hit. Yeah.
구, 온, 올.
This guy's not so bad when he doesn't stagger you from burn on like the second turn.
수염이라는 군 거를 파는 곳 있나?
이번 주의도
Alright, and now we'll see how much faster this goes using Ego. I do have Bind, but it's like the worst WoW Ego in the game, so I don't think I'll be getting too much use out of it. Did they? Let me test if they fixed this. I've been meaning to test. I think it was in the patch notes. This shouldn't do reduced damage to the other ones, only the one that actually used the guard. Can I see? Yeah, they were getting hit by 15s, he was getting hit by like 10s. Okay. What resources do you take? You take Pride. I'll have Pride later. Yeah, this Ego will become mostly free. But for now,
돌격합니다.
I won't spam it. So how do you mean sun shower on Yi-Song? That at least has use cases. It does something that can be good. It gives the whole team up to 6 protection if you use it like 2 turns in a row. That makes you basically invincible to unbreakable coins. I should be able to lose my bleed stack here so I can keep playing the game and actually attacking. But yeah, Outis Binds just doesn't do anything. Tremor Fracture is such a nothing effect, only doing anything against enemies that are already staggered. Costs, you know, it takes an entire WoW you gotta use. Like, I think Outis is the most in need of a new WoW. Garden of Thorns has more use than Binds for me. And that's the ego that everyone loves hating on. Yeah, okay, I do forget it's passive like every time I hate on Binds Outis. That is the thing it has the most potential for, I would say.
난 너희가 좀 더 어설플 거라고 생각했거든.
돌격합니다.
Thorns is an odd ego. I liked it in solos, like when I'm not using Brilliant, but Brilliant is just so nice to have for bad situations in solos. It's bailed me out like 3 times.
수에선 벗어났나?
But being able to actually like get that absolute resonance with 7 skill slots in really long fights on bad solos has been fun. And like in teams you can find ways to make it work.
허점을 찾았습니다.
I just wish that like we had an inverse lamp Gregor. Give me a Gregor that goes first every turn.
돌격합니다. 다음은 어디입니까? 다음은 어디입니까?
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니
허점을
보는
찾았습니다.
맛이 나.
공격.
I never really put it
처리
I never really realized
덜
that like the 2 things I most openly hate on, Magic Bullet Outis and Bind Outis, happen to fall on the same center. And I guess I just hate on Outis out of all the centers. I'm an Outis hater through and through, I guess. By coincidence mostly. We want a blunt gift. It is on the floor reward, but I'd rather pick it up here. Rebate's nice. More blunt gifts, always nice. And a skill replaced, I'll replace a skill 2. And fuse something. We probably want, what, like Clear Mirror? 331. Get the Poise Rock, that's fine. We get Thermal Blades, how much do you sell for? 250, so it's better to use it for fusion. And we continue. Oh wait, 5 Bone Steak. How could I forget Bone Steak? Your greed for ego gifts sickens fast? What's so bad about getting ego gifts?
개체가 유리한 조건을 이용하고자 하는 징조가 보입니다.
돌격합니다.
관리자님의 전술력과 제 지시만
This
있다면
identity skill 3 would have 3 attack weight if they were released today. Probably true. Or well, no, their skill 3 2 would have 3 attack weight. Which they would get by using their skill 3 while at 10 plus commanding shout. Which isn't actually unique charge, but it behaves like unique charge. Most annoying Abno in existence. I don't think I've actually fought this version of Centipede and Mirror Dungeon.
히
I think the only way to fight him is 1 in 4 on this pack, and I've only done this pack once before, so we're seeing something new today. Contract taking out the big chunk of his health there. You think this centipede is easier? It might be. Yeah. For solos, at least. I mean, it's harder. It's one of the hardest EX clears in the game, I think. But for like outside of story stuff, yeah, this guy's not bad. Although there is the slight issue. I can just clash you. Yeah, that's fine.
돌격합니다.
Because if he he'll do damage if you have paralyze. So you can't like just full block and take no damage. I would probably live still, but I can also just clash.
네, 잘 들어갔네요. 크게 의미 있는 성과는 아니지만요.
돌격합니다.
Let's send this guy to the attack power down dimension. Why in the world this centipede is rolling 28? He just does that. Self-charge things. And there he goes, okay.
엄마와 함께 이곳저곳을 다니며 많은 기억을
Late to the stream, you just missed us clearing Charm Wandered Out. So far, we've had decent luck. Have we missed any of the gifts we were going for? I mean, we didn't get every chicken gift, but you never really expect to get every chicken gift. Good thing we got it in the shop, by the way. That was attached to base power. Now, I believe I have one free pack. So if I see a prestige card on a decent pack, we'll go there. Okay, and Rain Cloud was like a super optional thing as well. It's like 1 base power. I didn't do the support passives for it, but this is a perfect opportunity to just go get it. Because prestige card is like the most important gift to find early. And so just getting it on floor 5, I think, is highly worth it. Unless you have 6 specific packs you really want to go for. Imagine I get the BE. It would be... I doubt I would get that on 2 runs out of the last 3 runs I've done. But it's not technically impossible. I mean, it's an independent chance, but that chance is 0.02%, so... Instead of no lunar memory, no prestige card should be the challenge. Unironically, that would be a harder achievement.
평범한 적은 아닌가 보네요. 방심하지 말고 제대로
This turn where he does these 2 unclashables. This is the turn that makes Efflorest Greenery not free in Mirror Dungeon Extreme. Just these 2 unclashable attacks that can do so much damage potentially, but here they do 2 damage.
평범한 적은 아닌가 보네요. 방심하지 말고 제대로 막으셔야 합니다. 돌격합니다.
This has a flower on her horns, yeah.
깔끔하게 잘랐습니다. 이제 니콜리나와 솜씨가 다음은 어디입니까?
이번에도 잘해줬어. 유익한 책이
I bet
또
Dawn
하나
put it
늘었네.
there.
도시에는 내가 모르는 것들이 많아. 이렇게 하나씩 알아가다 보면
White Gossipium, oh no, what am I going to
이번
do?
부탁드립니다.
세상의 모든
It's the
것이다.
worst gift of all time. The run is ruined. Why are you on this floor? It's just the... I mean, I guess these guys do sinking damage. Or, no, this is the gloom floor, not the sinking floor. You're allowed to be here.
그분께서 너희에게 거는 기도가 크더군. 최선을 다해라. 공들여 적어둔 매뉴얼이
주군께서는
쓰레기로
Delete that this instant.
너무 긴장하지 마.
It will go into this floor's fusion. It will become something much greater, which is Clear Mirror Calm Water. I hope I find Rusty Coin soon.
돌격합니다. 낭보가 있기를 기원하네.
Do I think the new ring IDs will have sinking? Yes, it looks like Rhodia inflicts a new panic type, so they are probably sinking. Technically saying Ryoshu has an apprentice, these guys. You know, I guess you can interpret it that way.
나머지도 싸게 터뜨려야 쓰겠지.
Is that the most memorable thing from Kanto 2? It's like that and Sinclair dancing.
끔찍한 공격이
Like, name 5 things that happen in Kanto 2.
있으시다면 들어드릴게요.
Ah, the SP damage. These guys do fit on the sinking floor. They just did 45 SP damage to me.
돌격합니다.
이대로 전부 조각낼 수도 있겠지. 귀하들의 검법이 우수했고.
다음은 어디입니까?
Was it you song that asked the Ting Tangers to undress out of nowhere? I don't remember that. Like, now that you say it, I feel like something like that happened, but I do not remember who it was or like the actual dialogue.
거점을 찾았습니다.
Sonya intro Mariachi's Sephora reference? Don't know that one. Rhodia Depression, sure. Pawn Shop, sure.
터진 것이 제법 보는 맛이 있단께.
I remember Rhodia gaslighting some poker players into thinking she was cheating or whatever, like reverse gaslight. I don't even know what to say. She baited them.
구, 언,
That was the Rhodia moment I remember.
하지만 슬슬 물리는군. 근처에 융수.
Oh yeah, Machine gets crushed. Rest in peace, Crew Boss, I think was his name.
있군. 그럼 오늘 림 컴버 회식 메뉴는 수박을 곁들인 융수형 과자로 결정하지.
Oh, that's what you're saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
내가 해낸 건데.
이번 지휘도 부탁드립니다.
Crew Boss with the Sephora body type.
느껴지지?
돌격합니다.
저것들이 아까부터
Faust thinks this Outis has cute horns. They're alright. They're like a bit large. They're more on the monstrous side.
돌격합니다.
이번에는 재미 좀 보는가?
This fight might take a while.
허접한 것들을
You know, I was just thinking about this, and I feel like I've never encountered them. Are the healing mermaids in Mirror Dungeon? Surely they can appear on like the Kanto 5 pack, right? They must just be so... like, that pack is always just win rating through mermaids and you don't really pay attention.
단 한 번도
But I feel like they don't appear outside of that pack at least.
거점을 찾았습니다.
Unless they aren't even in that pack. And then they just aren't in Mirror Dungeon at all. But like, surely they are. That'd be so weird if those enemies randomly weren't in Mirror Dungeon when like every other enemy in the entire game is. Healing mermaids? Yeah, there's mermaids that
드디어 하나
they have a passive that's like turn end, heal all allies based on
거점을 찾았습니다.
allies -1 × 5 HP or something.
다음은 어디입니까?
They're like green and brown, kind of.
코잡이라.
I'm pretty sure.
거점을 찾았습니다.
것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
I know they were in Mirror Dungeon forever ago, before we got the pack system. Is it possible that Project Move forgot to put them in any packs? That would be funny if they just weren't here. Where is my rusty coin? I think I'm just going to ego to end this fight, so I don't have to watch them do 10 attacks every turn.
적재적소에 쓰지 않으면 무위무능한 법. 우선 전황부터 살피지.
돌격합니다.
It's not even going to hit all of them because they have 2 slots each, but
칼을 휘두를 일 아닌가.
it will surely kill them.
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요. 평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까? 거점을 찾았습니다.
우와, 지금 완전 삼촌들이랑 공부.
Can't wait for the character development with Kira and Gregor. Yeah, I am interested to see
돌격합니다.
what they do with Kira's character in the intervalo.
다음은 어디입니까?
구원올
I'm definitely more excited for this intervalo than I was for like time killing time, where I'm trying to think of other first intervalos of Kantos.
그럼 오늘 림컴
I was decently interested in
수박을 곁들인 용수형 과자로
whatever it's
결정하지.
called, spring cultivation. But like the other ones, not the most excited for, but this one I am. It's a lot of sinking gifts. Oh, I missed a skill replace there. That's my bad. Pierce. Alright. I don't have the slash stone either. I mean, I'll make clear mirror, like I said. Give me tier 2, 4, and 1. There it is. Still a tier 3. And enhance this. Alright, orange, red, pierce. What boss is that? Is that fish? Yeah, that's fish. The volume seems low? That might be.
최선을 다해라.
You can also turn up your stream, unless you're saying that the game is really quiet compared to me.
돌격합니다.
I think that's a little loud even.
나라도 그렇게 했을 테지. 이만하면 훌륭하군요.
It's weird to have downpour this early. Like, hearing Tremor Burst on turn end is something I've come to associate with being late in the Mirror Dungeon. Because I normally... It's one of my lower priority crafts on tier 4s. Like, I go for Lunar Memory first, I go for Clear Mirror first. But I just happened to find it in the shop.
주분께서 너희에게 거는 기대가 크더군. 최선을 다해라.
돌격합니다. 주군께서는 사소한 실수로 책 잡지 않으시니 너무 긴장하지 말고 임하게.
그런 것이
Or actually stacking and sinking. This 9 potency skill 3. Doing numbers.
지루하고. 하지만 이런 시시한 전투에도 긴장감을 불어넣어줄 비장의 예술이 하나 있지.
Oh, guitar.
괜찮은 보이가.
I like having a lot of announcers on, with one of them being Ryoshu, so that you just get the occasional guitar jump scare.
잠시
지금처럼
어지러워서 못
엄마와
봤어요.
함께 이곳저곳을 다니며
뭐, 또
많은
대단한
기억을
일이라도
쌓아줘.
하신 거겠죠?
언젠가 그 중에서
Alright.
가장 멋진 곳에
5 floors done.
수 있게.
We're an hour in. Yeah, this is a slower solo. Kind of to be expected with the all single coin. Ah, it's on final power up. I can't take it. As much as it is the entire reason I came here, I just can't take it. We can find it later. I will take Raincloud. Clash Tower versus Keen. Clash Tower is slightly better, but Raincloud gives me a final power, which makes up for the difference. Now then. We have a shopping list of line 2, line 1, Miracle in District 20, and Sweepers. And wait, do I have another free pack still? We'll see when we get there. Oh wait, time killing time, yeah. Sweepers is right here showing the gift I want, so we'll do that now. Oh, we lost sanity on people. I should probably do a shop
탁월한
heal.
지휘였습니다. 이번 지휘도 부탁드립니다.
Oh my gosh, they're like all countering.
만반잘부는 싫다고 해서
I
내가
can give you
만들어준
haste because I will
인상을
still be faster than you.
요리오 식구.
This is the type of fight that can kill you in solo runs. Even after the nerfs, Mao can be pretty dangerous. If they're reusing Wrath skills. Like a 4 coin 23 roll as you do.
돌격합니다. 공격.
If we lose, we can just use ego though. It's so nice to not be restricted to a no ego run. It's like I can still choose to not use ego, but I am way less fearful of getting soft locked.
돌격합니다. 허점을 찾았습니다. 공격.
이제 싱수에선 벗어났나?
엄마는 무기라면 뭐든 잘 다뤘어.
그래. 그렇게 시원하게
Is G-Corp Outis actually a good solo ID? Like, the more I'm thinking about this attack power down on skill 3, it's like I have decent bulk, I have a gloom skill for healing, attack power down is really good, Ebony Stem is an acceptable ego to be like your main ego.
다음은 어디입니까?
There's no way G-Corp Outis is actually good for solo, right? I didn't think she would be bad, but I'm starting to think she's actually good. I'll just have to see how impactful the attack power down is on the later floors, because that's all that matters. Yes, I very much want Rusty Coin.
대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고. 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 이렇게 하나씩 알아가다 한답니다.
Oh my gosh, like 3 overlapping Angela voice lines.
세상의 모든 것이 담긴 단 하나의 책을.
We'll do blunt refreshes because I would like to get blunt clash power +1. We'll buy that because it's a tier 4. Everything else can wait. There it is. Okay. We get milepost. That's nice. should make that. Okay. A lot of things showing up that we want. Did I just accidentally sell 2 gifts? I swear I heard the sell sound twice. Hang on, I'm looking at the VOD. What? I like sold something without selling something. I'm pretty sure it was just another tier 2 vestige. I had 4, I sold it. I closed the shop, and now I have 2. Somehow I sold 2 vestiges at once. I'm glad it just didn't sell like an important gift. Oh, there's Rusty Coin. We're selling more for that. We can get rid of the Rupture Rock because we might just be giving it back for free. And there we go.
이번 주에도 부탁드립니다.
Too fast to be caught on camera. Yeah, I don't know how I did that. The new tech for speedrunning, honestly.
누가 화났을 때
돌격합니다.
이렇게 숨소리도 내지 말고 숨어 있어요.
재밌네. 난 너희가 좀 더 어설플 거라고 생각했거든.
Sweepers is a slightly slow fight. But at least I got 2 events on this floor, so I only had to do 1 battle here. You know what? We got Grand Welcome now. We can afford the luxury that is ego.
그 외부 방식이
Moderate amounts of ego spam.
손가락 안에서도 내로라는 실력자를 볼 거야. 너희가 보여준 혹은 더 대단한 기술을 매번 엄마에게 가르쳐줬거든.
잠시 어지러워서 못.
The cost is the lust. Like, the pride is infinite.
또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
Sweepers are annoying in Limbus and Ruina. I don't think they're that annoying in Limbus. It just takes a little bit. Ruina, they are one of the 3 fights I dread every replay through I do. I'm always not excited for it. Even if I know it won't be hard. It's just like, takes a while.
사람을 죽이고 싶지 않았다면 너희도 세피라도 처음부터 거래를 하지 말았어야지.
승리를 위해서라면.
우와, 지금 완전 삼촌들이랑
적에게
고무대
치명상을
같았어.
입혔군.
다음은 어디입니까?
관리자님은 당신이 생각하는
이제
것보다
신
대단한
아.
능력을 가지고 있다고. 제가 늘
Okay, I'll preserve a bit of lust. That was enough
저는
ego
언제
spam to feel for a bit.
한답니다.
Yeah, Sweepers in Ruina. It's like the fights I'm never excited for are like Sweepers, Church of Gears, I just don't like, and then
다음은 어디입니까?
maybe it's just those 2, honestly. Like, unpopular opinion is that I like the Crying Children fight.
칼수들의 본보기가 될 정도였네. 과히 좋군.
Or actually, it's Netzach Realization. That's the last one. Or like, Gevra Realization, mostly because of first phase.
여관에 가면 또 한참을 떠드시고. 돌격합니다. 바리에게 해줄 이야기가 또 늘었군요. 다음은 어디입니까?
그래. 그렇게 시원하게
So yeah, I think we're at the 114 skill set right now. Unless I still have 2 skill 1s, which I might.
다음은 어디입니까?
But I definitely feel like I have... Okay, I definitely still have 2 skill 1s. I don't need this many, and I would like more skill trees. So I'll do at least 1 more skill replace. Still not sure if I'll completely get rid of my skill 2 or not, but I think I will.
다음은 어딥니? 옳다.
This fight is just annoying. Or the fight. I assume you're talking about this fight. Too bad Health and Mind Holler on the sweeper pages. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's that bad. You get a lot of copies of them because of that. At least Mind Holler. You get 8 copies. Health Holler you get 4. It's like they're cheap passives, so they're prime for transfer, so you don't really need them to be on good pages.
엄마와 함께 이곳저곳을 다니며 많은 기억을 쌓아줘. 언젠가 그 중에서 가장 멋진 곳에 나를 데려갈 수 있게.
Please don't be on... It's on base power. Okay, so it's still just a +1. I think the 30% damage resistance is worth the 1 base power. Just know that it pains me greatly to take a base or final power trial. Now then. Can we find... Okay, let me... Yeah, I already went to my bonus pack, so I do need to go to important stuff. It could have been Brutality. Brutality would have been infinitely better. Because Brutality does not increase their minimum. We have Paralyze. We have them with tails rolling. Brutality is so much better than base or final power. No bridle, so we search again. What's most likely to show me something acceptable? Line 1 I'll go to if it has either. Okay, it has both. Yeah. More people have finally started to come around on Brutality being the better choice compared to base or final power. I've kind of held that stance ever since Trials came out. But more people are finally being convinced, which is nice to see. Okay, we miss Golden Urn. I think we already have it though, so that doesn't actually matter too much. Just one less gift. Not the luckiest run of all time, I will say. We had a decent start. Like, we got Dark Flame Pipe, we got some of that other stuff that you like to see, but these last few floors, the trials being connected to the gifts I want hasn't been great. Hopefully the luck turns around and we get a hidden boss, right? Oh, we can make Lunar already? Yeah, do that. Ever since what came out? Ever since, like, the MDE trial system came out, whichever mirror dungeon that was introduced in. Hello, piece of relationship. I mean, that's one way for the luck to turn around. It's not what I had in mind. But, sure. That will help significantly. My economy is saved. Because now I don't need to fuse every single tier 4 to get piece of relationship. Like, I can live without faith if it doesn't show up. Alright. Frog bullying time.
응원은 조금 더 준비 시간이 필요합니다. 공간의 영역은 잘 쓰지 않았던
그간의
기능이라
전투 경험이
일단
쓸모가
먼지를
없지
털어내야
않아.
하거든요.
괜찮은 공격이네요.
적합한
앞으로도
조치였습니다.
그렇게만 해주세요. 두려움을 모르는 건 나쁘지 않습니다만 좀 무식하게 돌격하실 거라면
Go, I would say enjoy work, but I don't know if that's exactly possible. Go with don't hate work, and I'll see you later.
차포잡이라 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더
What are we corroding into? Oh, I haven't actually used corroded scissors ever, I'm pretty sure. Plus coin corrosion. It's a pretty long... Is that the longest animation on the Zayn Ego? It just has to be, right?
우와, 지금
I can't think of anything else that would even remotely compare. Because that was sped up, like, the whole time.
옳다. 효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말 따위 쉽게 하지 않아요.
이제야 좀 이해했군.
허점을 찾았습니다.
절묘한 한압이었군.
Faust has returned. Welcome back,
걱정은
Faust.
하지 않겠습니다.
돌격합니다.
어차피 허점을 찾았고 확신하고 있으실 테니까.
We are screaming at the abnormalities, even more than before.
잘 다뤘어.
오,
제일
제
뛰어난 게 검이었.
그렇다면
네, 잘 들어갔네요.
다음은 어딥니까?
과연
의미 있는
저자에게는
성과는
그런
아니지만
형사가 적절했겠군. 좋은
Yeah,
수였다고
I think getting rid of the skill 2 is going to be the play. Gone a bit back and forth on it mentally, but I've decided skill 2 kinda useless.
돌격합니다. 허점을 찾았습니다.
달빛조차 잘려나갈 올곧은 한압.
What is it with Outis and scissors? Yeah, I don't know. We got the Ego and Barber.
잠시 어지러웠습니다.
보는 맛이 나는군.
You're going for now. See you later. I bet you'll rejoin during a hidden boss because we're going to be stuck on a hidden boss for 10 hours.
여관에 가면 또 한참을 떠드시겠네.
Can I just kill this guy? My damage probably isn't good enough to just kill him. I don't want to lose my resources, and that's fine.
돌격합니다.
Absolute gloom resonance.
나라도 그렇게 했을 테지.
개체의
It's
유효한
because
속성을
Outis is a lesbian, yeah.
거슬리는
That is the
문제가
joke.
상황에
관리자님의 능력이 적에게
그게 바로
치명상을 입혔군요.
만탄
관리자님은
예.
당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 가지고 있다고 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 새삼스럽지만 옳은 말로 괜찮은
Ido, you fool. I'm all single coin. Your plus coin drop does nothing to me.
틀림은 없구나.
Not going to read that one exactly, but yes, this is the Outis screaming stream.
모, 분, 조, 토. 역시 모가지를 분질러야 조용해지는군. 저 도야지 같은 새끼들은. 돌격합니다.
적의 날개를 꺾었구나.
공격.
We're going to be here for like 2 more hours, aren't we? No, what I should be doing is ego spamming these floors before like resource cost goes up, just to make it faster. Like we win here now, but
뭘 써야 하는지
I'm going to be speeding things up a bit for the next like 3 floors.
돌격합니다. 다음은 어딥니까?
지금처럼
Because as much as I like Outis screaming, I don't want to do it for 4 hours.
언젠가 그 중에서 가장
Unless we're doing it for 4 hours because we are trying to puzzle out a hidden boss. Wow. Base power, final power, brutality. The gang's all here. I'll take the brutality and the body up. Goodbye, false halo. She gets shatterbound to speed things up. No. Old hidden bosses, you could maybe convince me to do that on like floor 12. New hidden bosses, that's not happening. Okay. The game is really making me pack search a lot today, but that's fine because Starlight is a renewable infinite research. There's prestige card. I am aware, but I just kind of don't have the chance to go for it now. I missed my shot because it was on base power. Now there are enough exclusive gifts I want that I have to go to the packs that have them, or else I'm giving up my like ending strength, which is too important to give up. The fish is back and 5 times smaller than before, and infinitely more susceptible to needle and thread.
우와, 지금 완전
Goodbye, fish.
승리를 위해서라면
놀랐네.
돌격합니다.
담배 떼차서.
We're fighting his offspring now.
지금
Yeah. He came back out of the egg. He like just rehatched. He hadn't grown yet. We're sending him right back in.
그 중에서 가장 멋진 곳에 나를 데려갈 수 있게.
Line 2, so we want metronome in the shop. That's the important one. Then, what's our status on fusion gifts? I need the bleed one still. Does the coin reuse use ego resources? You know, I've seen it discussed both ways. I really thought it didn't. But then, like, someone I trust said it did, and I just haven't gone to check myself after. We can pay attention next fight or something. Learn through real testing. Blue Star Shard, my beloved. There's the skill replace. Skill 2, get out of here. I have decided. You don't think it does. I also don't think it does. But after a reputable enough source said it does, I need to test it. I know corrosions, when you corrode into an ego,
이번 지휘도 부탁드립니다.
it takes resources based on the amount you use, not the amount that get generated.
어떤 상황이
So right now, we have 48 lust.
이건 못하겠습니다.
If we have
너무 유치하잖아.
less than 46 lust after this turn, it takes resources on use
승리를 위해서라면
with the coin reuse.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요, 단테.
승리를 위해서라면
적합한 조치였습니다.
Let's see.
절묘한 하나비였고
We have a flower animation to watch. 46 lust. Except, did we just gain that? Because it's highlighted. Which makes me think we gained it from, like, Ziphilighter. But that doesn't make sense. Unless we gained 2 lust from Ziphilighter. Does it even still... I thought they nerfed Ziphilighter. 1 resource of 2 other random affinities. Can it be the same affinity? I feel like we're going to have to retest.
돌격합니다.
I can't do it with the flower here, though. Plus I'll corrode.
엄마는 목이라면 뭐든 잘.
Coffee and cranes. I do have coffee and cranes as well, I think. Yeah. So that should have given me a lust. So I think it did take resources.
손댈 뻔했잖아. 이만 찰 줄 알았으면 빨리 좀 하지 그랬냐? 옛날에 외부 강사로 뛰던
Okay, but lust was highlighted again there, but we still have 46, so we didn't gain any. Oh wait, doesn't this go? The flowers like take your resources as well, don't they? This is a bad fight to test it on. We'll do it next fight. We can conduct our science in a better environment.
좀 이해.
그러지. 그것은 그 짝에 갖다 써야지. 별로 어려울 것도
매뉴얼을
없잖아.
만들어두길 잘했네. 그렇게만 해.
지루하군.
Like, yeah, there we gained 1
하지만 이런
loss.
시시한 전투에도
돌격합니다.
That makes sense.
긴장 예술이 하나였지.
지금처럼 엄마와 함께
박수갈치는 언제 보낼
이곳저곳을 다니며
생각이지?
많은 기억을 쌓아줘. 언젠가 그 중에서 가장 멋진 곳에 나를 데려갈 수 있게.
Bridal on body up, you love to see it. And then we'll take Keen over Brutality. It's a little bit better. Now, floors 9 and 10 are left. We're going to Miracle in District 20 and Time Killing Time. And we still have to pack search every floor. We're going to be like minus 200 Starlight with this one, but it's fine. Time to sacrifice Gregor to the gnomes. Just kidding. I think Drifter Ryoshi is actually the better chance to pass it, because she would have to Tails roll twice to fail.
받은 만큼 했을 뿐이다.
There's renewed merch. Very happy to see that. Show me poise gifts. I didn't realize I didn't have some of this. I don't care too much if I miss. Okay, there we go. That's the refresh you want to see. $332 give me... Yeah, I don't have the sinking tier 4. Give me Jolly Plushie. Give me Shadow Monster. And I will not do the last skill replace. I do want to keep one skill 1. Okay, so what am I still missing? I'll need to make burn gifts just to get embers on floor 11. Bleed, tremor I have. Rupture, poise, sinking, charge. I need charge. No, I have like all of the important tier 4s. Okay. I just like didn't have bell and stuff. I'm mostly missing tier 3s. Just the entire fusion in a row in the shop, pretty much, yeah. That's what you love. That's why you go here late. Everyone always calls me so lucky. I get all the Miracle in District 20 gifts. You just have to go here late when the gift pool is like empty. Grant, getting them all in like one refresh, that's still lucky. But your odds are much higher than if you go here on like floor 5. Oh, yeah, get your bets in now. How many skills to kill Santata? I'll be using skill 3s, no ego, and we have needle and thread. I think today will be on the higher end. I'm going to guess 4. And the coin reuse does count as a skill.
예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
이제 그것은 진지하게 갖다 써야지. 별로 어려울 것
죄송해요. 잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요. 뭐 또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
You're going for 5 today? Okay. Either 8 or 6 skills, there's no chance he survives the 7 skills. So I can tell you 8's too high. Unless he just has way more health than I'm expecting. But I started this bit because he has so low health, so I don't think that's the case.
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로 매뉴얼을 만들어두길 입에 발린 말 따위 쉽게 하지 않아요.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않아.
다음은 어딥니까?
Let's see. Oh, I guess I'm going to have skill power from killing these guys and Rusty Coin. Or no, because there's one guy left. Or no, that one guy is Santata. So I'm going to have +4 more power than I was kind of thinking I would. He might live. He might die a bit faster than I expected then.
이제 수에선 벗어났나?
Or am I not killing these guys? If I didn't kill them all... Okay, some of them died to Thrill. He has 2,800 health. We are attacking all on the body. Let's see. 1, 2,
나라도 그렇게 했어.
there's 3,
그대로만 해주신다면
there's 4, okay, so it's 5. You got it right, Ishmael Plush. Congratulations.
우수하다는 것이 증명되는 것 같아.
Your reward is you get to choose my floor 5 pack within reason, or sorry, my floor 15 pack within reason if you want to. We won't do Impenetrable Path or an unfocused thing, but besides that, pretty much anything. If you want me to lose, you can basically choose to make me lose. Hey, there we go. Showing Investigator badge is nice. We haven't seen greenery in a while. Okay. Interesting. We can try that. That is a nice pack to show off the attack power down stacking like it is bosses, so I like that. Attack power down is about the only thing that can counter the unclashables from Gasifium. Besides Innovate, of course, so okay. Good choice.
귀찮더라도 무시하면 안 될 거예요.
무타법을 이제 좀 이해했고
괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요.
Getting my tremor bursted. These guys do a lot of damage.
내가 수싸움에서 밀렸단 말인가?
드넓은 홍원을 인재만 지킨다. 계측의 방비 또한 그와 같을 터.
허점을 찾았어. 맞는 말. 지구리
지금
얄밉게
완전
하는지.
삼촌
허점을
때리러
찾았어.
갔어.
재밌네. 난 너희가 좀 더 어설플 거라고 생각했거든.
Ego.
돌격합니다.
This will kill, so it won't reuse, so we can't test that. I'm pretty sure, unless the flower took my resources, that's the only thing that's making me question my results.
죄송해요.
Because, like, Ego Gift gave me Lust on that turn, so I should have had more than 46 if it didn't take resources.
인덱처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다.
다음은 어딥니까?
매뉴얼을
참고로
만들어두길 기계는
이번에도
이번에도
잘해줬어.
말살이 쉽게 하지 않아요. 유익한 책이 또 하나 늘었네. 도시에는 내가 모르는 것들이 많아.
I wonder if we'll ever get a Carmen
이렇게
announcer.
하나씩 알아가다
Does
보면
Carmen even have a
언젠간
voice?
반드시 찾을 수 있겠지. 세상의
I
모든
don't
것은
remember
이번
if she talks in Library of Ruina. She probably does.
모래배들의 참을 유쾌해 보이는군.
돌격합니다.
How do the flowers take resources? They might not, but I swear I just remember them do.
승리를 위해서라면
It's just like in their passive. It's the same way they take your health.
무타법을 이제야 좀
By existing, they take resources from you and you get them back when you kill them.
우와, 지금 완전 삼촌 데리러 병원에 같았어.
옳다.
허점을 찾았습니다.
괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만
돌격합니다.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은
이제야 실력을 좀
당신이
내시네요.
생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을
Scream at them more, Outis.
저는 이번에는
별로
잘해줬어.
어려울 것
옳은
같네.
말만 한답니다. 유익한 책이 또 하나 늘었네. 도시에는 내가 모르는 것들이 많아. 이렇게 하나씩 알아가다 보면 언젠간 반드시 찾을 수 있겠지. 세상의 모든 것이 담긴
Following the youth gives you the more important clock hands, I believe. Yeah, rusted damage resistance. Good to see. Outis announcer. I mean, that one will happen. Hey, look, you're just on time. Prestige card on floor 10. There's Faith. Okay. Can we get you? Okay, that's everything I needed. The rest is going to enhancements. We have kind of a lot of enhancements to do. Definitely selling all of these to help fund it. Hopefully we get good luck on these refunds, because I'm gonna need it. So far, so good. Okay, we're getting so lucky. This is amazing. We enhanced like 8 tier 4 gifts for the price of 2. Honestly saved the run with those enhancements. I would have been quite behind on upgrades going into the last floor. I mean, I don't think it would make us lose, but it would feel a lot worse. Is there anything else that like really needs it? I think this thing is worth enhancing. And this once for offense level. Do you once for poise just to help crit turn 1 more consistently? Okay. This would be good against Valencina, right? Is it worth? I think it's worth selling like the statue for. I don't need these useless tier 4s anymore. Yeah, I should sell more tier 4s I don't need. Because like, what gifts am I still looking for? There's maybe some tier 3s. I guess I probably want the Rupture Stone back for Ebony Stem, just in case. Yeah, okay, I don't actually have too many useless ones. Just enhance... One more thing. You. Alright, floor 10. We will take Investigator badge regardless of the trial, so we might end up stuck with 2 more base power. I hope that's not the case, obviously, but we'll see.
죄송해요. 잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요. 뭐 또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
Do you think Ebony Stem with coin just like kills this guy because he has 5 parts? Okay, I have 70 lust resources. I spend 2. If I have less than 68 resources, then it confirmed spends it. But if I have exactly 68, I think it also spends it, because we should be getting at least 1 from Coffee and Cranes. Let's see. Unless he dies. He dies. Okay. Never allowed to test
난
it.
너희가 좀 더 어설플 거라고 생각했거든.
엄마와 함께 이곳저곳을 다니며 많은 기억을 쌓아줘. 언젠가
It really is just the Ebony Stem solo.
나를 데려갈
Give
수
me a tier 3 gift. Okay, it's on body up, and we also get growth. And we got 60 adversity now. And where is line 3? Oh no, is this how we miss? Okay, good. instant hidden boss? Watch, right here. Nope, okay. We get level up, though. It's like the next best thing. Now we get our hidden boss. Oh, we actually do. Okay, it's one of the easy ones. We don't have embers, and we don't have an upgraded investigator badge. We do not have a safety net, and we're against John Bleed.
할 말은 없네요.
Okay.
힘을 냈으면 한다.
Gain 8 damage down next turn. That's more than in story, I'm pretty sure. I feel like I should try to do that. I want to resist green and purple. This does that pretty well. Alright.
돌격합니다. 승리를 위해서라면.
Wait, did anyone look at the resources? We can see if it works, if it takes resources or not. Hang on, I can look back in the video.
매뉴얼을 만들어두길 잘했네.
가lum하게 이 훌륭한
그렇게만
탄력.
해.
Okay, 65 is the number I had. You have come back, and we are at a hidden boss, but we aren't stuck here. We just got here. How much bleed? 25 by 7, 33 by 7. 33 by 9. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot. We can't hit you before you do that, so I'm just relying on the 8 damage down. Do you even have 8 damage down? Hello, where's your Clash Lose gain 8 damage down next turn? Where is that? I needed that. Uh-oh. That's not good. You get staggered, probably. That is good. Actually, yeah. If I Ebony Stem, she gets staggered. So let's Ebony Stem. And then throw that under.
돌격합니다. 승리를 위해서라면. 괜찮은 공격이네요.
How much damage? Okay. Do you just have a hidden 8 damage down? Because that, I feel like that didn't do very much.
승리를 위해서라면.
무타 법을 이제야 좀 이해했고.
네, 잘 들어갔네요. 크게 의미 있는 성과는 아니지만요.
Okay, let's give you attack power down so that you don't hurt very much. I can kill Alvina whenever.
돌격합니다.
Attack power down stacking. We can maybe get rid of our bleed stack here. Yeah, okay.
효율적인
It's 8 damage down this turn. I see it. Oh, we love description errors. The skill very much says next turn, but it is in fact same turn. Classic Project Moon.
돌격합니다.
But yeah, this isn't bad at all. As expected, Callisto, pretty easy hidden boss.
자세에 틀림은 없군.
새삼스럽지만 꽤 괜찮네. 제법이야. 개체의 유효한 속성을 정확하게 간파했습니다.
I realize they're like all easy on floor 11, but even if the clashes were higher, I mean, Albina's rolling a 0 right now. How hard could it really be?
오늘은 제기 빠르겠어요.
너희가 걸어야
Kind of sad his gifts does nothing. Yeah, it is like the weakest one.
돌격합니다.
His and Matthias's don't have any bonus effect unless you are the specific faction.
제
한쌍의 상황골과 24개의 늑골이 차는 TVI 멜로디가
Your counterpart died, yeah.
이라면 뭐든 잘 다뤘어.
나라도 그렇게
제일 뛰어난 게
약점을 잘 노리셨습니다.
The-
이제 과연 해결사의
For a second I thought you just said giftless, but immortality giftless is very different. Does this have final damage down? Yeah, okay. So that's why it's not doing much.
돌격합니다.
You did have to use Ira. Yeah, if we get another hidden boss, we might need Ira. We'll see though. I mean, apparently G-Corp Outis is a good solo ID.
일찍 끝나겠구나. 이런 걸 보면
He sure does not take very much damage.
꿰뚫할 수 없던 엄마가
돌격합니다.
최선의 방법이었을지도 모르겠어.
관객의 적극적인 참여
거미 집에서
He did Dawn of Green.
내가 겪어야
Yeah, it's not known for being an easy solo pack.
짧게
Although I think a lot of people over-exaggerate how bad it is. It's not that hard because they're always at 6 slots only. This really is like immovable wall versus immovable wall right now.
지루하군. 하지만
Win
이런
rate.
시시한 전투에도 긴장감을 불어넣어줄 비장의 예술이
관객의
하나.
적극적인 참여 나쁘지 않군요.
박수갈치는 언제 보낼 생각이지?
How many screams does it take to kill a ring maestro?
불만을 해소해준 보람이 있네.
Oh, you're doing this again.
처럼 적들을 성공적으로
Oh no, I might actually take like 7 damage.
더 많은 보조 사서의 도움을 받을 수 있을 거야.
A little bit more than 7, but not by that much.
예술적이네요.
Yeah, he does literally 0 because of final damage down. Not even doing the like minimum 1 that skills normally would. A little late. This is floor 11. We got an instant hidden boss before we got our immortality gifts, but luckily it was this one. There he goes.
경계.
지금처럼
그걸 꼭
엄마와
말로
함께
해야 하나?
이곳저곳을 다니며
Well, that's plus
많은
8.
기억을 쌓아줘.
If we are winning clashes by less than 8, we can say it's entirely because of a hidden boss
나를
gift.
데려갈 수 있게.
Show me embers. I said embers. No, that's fine. There's the rupture stone if I need to ebony stem. Here's this thing that I always buy even though I think it's useless. Buy that so that I can fuse embers easier. And then fuse embers. Four plus 2 plus 1. We got it? Okay. And then enhance. Where was it? I know I had something. You. You need to be enhanced. Okay, I don't think I was running out of poise, but just in case. And I can save the rest of the cost for next run.
이번 지휘도 부탁드립니다.
이 자리에 서 있게
Yeah,
되고
okay. In
바란 적은
case I need to spam egos, I will trudge through this floor without using any.
다 법을 이제 좀 이해했군.
I did not have unhatched until now.
훌륭하군. 한 수 배웠네.
You don't really need it at all on floors
적의
4 through 10.
이제 전력으로 차.
And it's not like you can start with it, so
다음은 어딥니까?
I just wait until 411 to get it.
다음은 어딥니까?
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군.
돌격합니다.
일 처리는
Oh, the healing mermaids are in this pack.
덜 답답한 법이지.
Okay.
다음은 어딥니까?
I just always completely brain off for this fight.
어딥니까?
수에선 벗어났나?
다음은 어딥니까?
지금 완전 삼촌들이랑 공원에 같았어.
Unhatched is only really needed for Incorp. That is probably the worst, like, turn 1 and 2 and 3, like, the worst start in terms of incoming damage. Just like the turn 3 Primarch, it's hard to avoid that, unless you evade Starbuck strats, but that relies on them low rolling.
거점을 찾았습니다.
잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어.
난 너희가 좀 더 어설플 거라고 생각해.
And, you know, heads rolling your evade on
옳다.
potentially like 30 sanity.
어릴 땐 몰랐어.
돌격합니다.
왜 엄마가 삼촌들이랑 말도 못 섞고
거점을 찾았습니다.
매뉴얼을 만들어주길 잘했네.
다음은
그렇게
어딥니까?
아, 놀랐네.
손가락
다음은
안에서도
어딥니까?
내려오는 한학자들이었을 거야.
다음은 어딥니까?
이제 그것은 극악의
다음은 어딥니까?
그간의 전투 경험이
다음은 어딥니까?
적에게 치명상을
I guess now that I fought Callisto, I'll have
당신이 생각하는 것
all the hidden
대단한
achievements.
능력을 갖추고 있다고. 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠.
The total of 60 adversity seems insane. I don't think the new ones are that bad at all, honestly. 3000 shield is kind of like, who cares about 3000 when the bosses already have 50,000? It's like a 10% health increase, maybe, for a lot of them. It's bad for crabs, I guess, and crabs were kind of meta to go for. Maybe it's bad for Fairy Festival minions, but like, it doesn't affect your clashing at all. So as long as you're winning clashes, you're still winning, just a bit slower.
거점을 찾았습니다.
What else is there? There's the Sanity Star. That one is probably actually bad, maybe. I've like taken it once. I haven't done too much MDE, but you can still just get so much sinking on the enemies, even without being a sinking ID. What else is there? There's like gain 5 burn turn start. Who even cares?
그렇다.
Enemies inflict twice as much burn and bleed. That could matter, but like only in solo, where you're forced to take a bunch of unopposed status. Yeah, that one's probably. If I had Callisto inflicting twice as much bleed there, we might have had issues.
이만하면
다음은 어딥니까?
But, like, I don't think the new ones are that bad. They are not as bad as Tremor Barrier. They are not as bad as the SP cap.
다음은 어딥니까?
They are not as bad as just Brutality, I would say.
분조토.
돌격합니다.
역시 모가지를 분질러야 조용해지는 것. 저 도야지가
거점을 찾았습니다.
Double status effect isn't horrid. It's like it either does nothing or it makes the fight worse for solos. It's just highly dependent on what you're fighting.
다음은 어딥니까?
A lot of the time it will be doing like actually nothing. Although today I guess I've been sentenced to Greenery 415, who's going to have like double bleed infliction. That might be pretty bad. We might have to Ira that. Or we might just lose.
노른 것 같은 게
If it doubles the count as well, I don't think I'll be able to get rid of that at all.
고생들이었다.
Yeah, the one that gives offense level up on enemy death, I knew I was forgetting one. This is why we fuse Embers. We would have been forced into base power. Or final power, technically. They're the same thing. But yeah, I think the new adversities... The existence of the new adversities makes the 50 adversity achievement easier, because you can skip the worst ones and just take some of the new ones. Of course, they'll presumably add a 60 adversity achievement next mirror dungeon, but that's like a year away, so...
탁월한 지휘였습니다.
No second hidden boss. I wasn't saying anything, but I was obviously thinking it. What have we got? I don't think I have a poise ego. I didn't have eyeball yet. I can take that. Didn't have skeletal chromes yet. I can grab grounding plug without having to take the trial it's on. Okay, pretty good job. I also hope they get rid of Tremor Barrier, but I feel like they won't. Why can you even fuse with hidden boss gifts? Imagine like imagine I did this as a fusion. Wouldn't that be cool? I don't think there's a gift I need. Like, I cannot think of one. But I do want Glimpse of Flames out of my inventory. That can... I got a burn gift out of that. Give me the slash gift. Okay, whatever. Then I wanted to enhance something, right? Yeah, this. Okay. Add an adversity that forces a hidden boss at floor 15. That would be so cool, but the hidden bosses are supposed to be hidden. You finally got a certain philosophy, it's better than you thought. Okay, you're like the first person I've heard say something positive about it. This clash doesn't feel like cheating because we're winning by more than 8, so I could do this without a hidden boss gift. I didn't crit, but it still would kill all of them.
맥주 자판기라도 하나 설치해주는 게 어떤가요?
Why is Diachirudia the most dangerous enemy in this game? I swear.
돌격합니다.
잘 들어갔네요.
효율적인 대처로 개체를
크게 의미 있는
꿰뚫었습니다.
성과는 아니지만요.
참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말 따위 쉽게 하지 않아요.
이제 좀 이해했군.
Okay, I need to reread this. I've been wondering, how do you get more of this charge type glove effect?
바보 같은 전투는
Because I thought
원하죠.
it's like,
또 책에서 이상한 이야기를
when
읽고
consuming
따라하시는
charge
사람이
count,
있는 거
add the
아닙니까?
amount consumed.
제가 진짜
Oh, I guess I'm consuming charge count with the gift. I guess that counts. With night vision goggles? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
돌격합니다. 허점을 찾았습니다.
매뉴얼을 만들어두길 잘했네.
Diachirudia is the most dangerous soul unit. She can do anything. Yeah. Yeah, it's from night vision goggles. I just didn't expect it to count when the gift consumes charge. Does that work for charge potency IDs as well? I presume it does. It's the same wording, I think.
그중 제일 뛰어난 게 검이었고.
Ow.
탁 식어불구만. 싸울 생각도 없는.
You also think so? Yeah, it would make sense.
돌격합니다.
Valencina should be able to break through Diachirudia's shield. I still haven't seen her use Disposal in Mirror Dungeon. When I fought her, she died to the second skill in her second phase. I was doing 8,000 damage per skill 3.
다음은 어디입니까? 이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요. 평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까? 돌격합니다.
But I've heard the horror stories of Disposal dealing like I don't know, 20,000 damage. It's just hard to gauge.
다음은 어딥니까?
Are people exaggerating? I don't know.
점을 잘 노리셨습니다.
It certainly seems like it would do more than basically anything else, but 20,000 is so much damage.
보는 맛이 나는군.
Diachiria only gets like 3,000 shield, or is it 2,000? It should definitely be beatable.
돌격합니다.
If you resist slash, it's not that bad. Okay.
그대로만 해주시면
I mean, yeah, I'm assuming these people are like doing team runs, and they get hit by someone that's like slash fatal with 0 protection and wrap fatal.
개체의 유효한 속성을 정확하게 간파했습니다. 새삼스럽지만 제 예상만큼 괜찮네.
0.
제가 우수하다는 것이 증명되는
You see, if I get Valentina, I get to lower her attack power, assuming I'm able to hit her.
제 실력을 확인해 보죠.
I still just feel like being completely unable to hit her is the biggest threat to any Mirror Dungeon run
돌격합니다.
going forward. This is actually decent damage. 1,400? Like, as far as single coin skills go, I can't ask for too much more than that. Granted, like, a fair amount of that is the sinking stack, but, you know.
대부분 분야에서 저는 최고의 성능을 내는 AI지만 공원은 조금 더 준비 시간이 필요합니다.
Okay, now our damage, that was paralyzed, that's why it was low.
일단 먼지를 털어내야 하거든요.
Scream at this man. 14 attack power down.
직원들이 우세한 환경에 있습니다. 관리자님이 제
Why
말을
is your
집중해서
roll
듣고 있었다는
1 to
결과겠죠.
1?
이런
Blue
과정들을
Star
통해서
Shard, everybody.
신뢰라고 부른다고 하더군요. 긍정적인 변화네요.
돌격합니다.
Yeah, I haven't crafted AEDD Gregor to, like, test out his immortality,
이 틈을 파고들어도
but
좋을 것 같군요.
he is probably the 3rd best solo ID. Blue Star is a reference to the Arknights event. I mean, I know they added it around that time. I don't know if it is meant to be a reference or not.
고생들이었다.
Resilient and body up. Give me this, I guess. Adversity. Now then. Let's just get the bridal gift. Okay. This is our perfect test subject for if egos on coin reuse consume resources. We get level up. Yeah, I think Blue Star Shard is meant to come from the Blue Star, or Blue Star's aberration that everyone calls Blue-ish Star. I didn't have that, apparently. It's always just like some random gifts I forgot I didn't have. Like apparently I don't have punctured memory. I never remade that. Let's fix that. Because this works on Ebony Stem. Anything else crucial I'm forgetting? Make a random tier 4. Yeah, that was on the list. Okay. Everything should be enhanced. Like this I can technically enhance. Or I should enhance reverberation. That's actually worth it. You completely forgot about Blue Star as an Abno. Fair enough. They were like one of my first exposures to Project Moon was seeing Blue Star, so it's hard for me to forget them.
이번 지휘도 부탁드립니다.
Okay.
숨겨둔 수를
We are using Ebony Stem. It put me down to 76 resources. We'll
돌격합니다.
see how many we have next turn.
승리를 위해서라면
No crit. But the reuse crits.
승리를 위해서라면
그중 제일 뛰어난 게 검이었.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않군요. 단테.
77. I don't think it's taking extra resources. Okay. That's what I thought. Flowers messed up the other test.
돌격합니다.
Glad to have that figured out.
법을 이제 좀 이해했군.
매뉴얼을 만들어두길 잘했네. 그렇게만 해. 효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말 따위 쉽게 하지 않아요.
히, 클버, 신, 어인요. 짜증나는 시선이
돌격합니다.
매력.
And, I mean, these guys are...
앞으로 한 번만 더.
I don't know why they made this a floor in Extreme, honestly. I feel like this and crabs shouldn't exist.
분이다.
But maybe they actually like the damage per screenshot players, and they put this here just for them.
일찍 끝나겠군. 이런 걸 보면 단축을
돌격합니다.
위해서 끝을 알 수 없던 엄마가 선택한 최선의 방법이었을지도 모르겠어.
거점을 찾았습니다.
잘 들어갔네요.
새삼스럽지만
검집에서의
꽤
그
괜찮네.
의미 있는 선택.
내가 겪어야 했을 기다림.
We're already at floor 15. This is floor 13,
하고 싶었을 때.
so not floor 15. But you have missed Callisto Hidden Boss.
지금처럼 접대를 성공적으로 이끌다 보면 앞으로 더 많은 층을 개발해
돌격합니다.
더 많은 보조사슬 도움을 받을 수 있을 거야.
오.
We'll be doing Effloresced Greenery on floor 15, Bridal at floor 13. I'm not too worried about difficulty, I'm just taking this to get the gift.
다행입니다.
이제 해결사의 전투법도 익숙해지셨네요.
I saw it on offer, and it's like the only gift I can still get. That does something.
본래 꽃이라는 것은 떨어져 흩날릴 때 가장 아름다운 법.
돌격합니다.
You're back for the second time. You didn't miss a hidden boss this time.
그대로만 해주신다면
Still just
오늘은
Callisto.
제약이 빠르겠어요.
저자에게는 그런 형세가 적절했겠고 좋은 수였다고 보네.
이요, 당연히 그 시기야.
Just a few more screams and we'll get him, right, guys?
보면 뭘 써야 하는지 딱 느낌이 오잖아요. 예?
의심.
돌격합니다.
Oh, win rate didn't hit anything at the bottom guy. Hopefully he just dies to Thrill. I don't know how low he is.
알아듣겠습니다.
Okay, he died to Mott's. Close enough.
적기라는 것입니다.
Oh, this is keeping up a Rupture stack. Yeah, she has so few coins that the Rupture stack can stay.
돌격합니다.
Or, yeah, like just Ebony Stem passive. I get enough heads rolls that the stack can stay. Scream at this centipede.
개체가 다소 불리한 조건에 놓여
This
있습니다.
is just a win rate
이
fight.
기회를 효과적으로 누려보죠.
You're surprised we haven't gotten a mostly single coin Rupture ID? Yeah, it's like... I guess they just make multi-coin skills that are count neutral instead. Lantern Dawn comes to mind. The 7 Ryoshu count. She doesn't count because she doesn't count as a rupture ID. 7 Ryoshu is a skill 3 identity,
관리자님이
not a
제
rupture
말을 집중해서 듣고
identity.
있었다는 결과겠죠. 이런 과정들을 통틀어 신뢰라고 부른다고 하더군요.
거슬렸던 부위를
긍정적인
토론했으니
변화는
전투를 이어가기 제법 수월하겠어.
접점을 찾았습니다. 조각조각 형체도 남지 않아.
So what do we do for floor 14 is the real question. We decided floor 15 already. What can we do that's fun? I don't want to do Railway 5 just because it takes forever. And I don't have enough damage to do, like, Beautiful Voice or anything like that. But besides that, most things should be possible.
그 거인들과 싸울 때가 떠오르는.
Hello, have you met my friend Sharp Needle and Thread? He wants to meet you.
이번엔 안 받아들일 테니까요.
I can let those guys hit me. I still have my immortality, so it's totally fine to ignore the summons.
승리를 위해서라면
죄송해요. 잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요. 뭐또
Look at
대단한
that
일이라도
damage.
하시겠죠?
난 너희가 좀 더 어설플 거라고 생각했거든.
Unfortunately, it does hurt our sanity a lot to double cast Ebony Stem. With all heads rolls, we would have been very close to killing there. Maybe even actually gotten it. I think he would have barely lived. He might die to Mots if it hits him.
개체에게 일격을
It
가하는데
hit G-Corp,
성공했습니다.
okay.
샴페인을
Well,
가져오기엔 너무 이른 타이밍이긴
They didn't
하겠지만
even manage to stagger me
이
with their one
전투가
chance.
성공적으로 끝나면 모두의 희생을 기리며 축배를
다음은
주는 것도
어디입니까?
나쁘지 않겠죠.
구,
예상한
원,
것보다 움직임이
원.
더 좋구나.
하지만 슬슬 물리는군. 근처에 융수염이라는 군
Where
거를
to
가는 곳이 있나?
now? Refund a bit of the starlight I had to spend this run.
그럼 오늘
Clash power
링컨버
and
회신
resilience.
메뉴는
Sure.
수박을 곁들인 용수염 과자로 결정하지.
46 adversity. Where do we want to go? What's speaking to me? You know what, let's do Terminus. We'll do Terminus and then we'll go Greenery. And that's how we'll do this run. Any floor 14 run ender? No.
완수했어요.
10%? No, okay. We have one more floor to potentially get another hidden boss. It feels like it barely counts to get a hidden boss on floor 11. Especially Callisto. Just heal and be on our way.
이번 지휘도 부탁드립니다.
어떤 상황이 닥쳐와도
Here, we'll just do that.
못하겠습니다.
I've had people asking what floor it is on numerous other streams. I can pin a message.
엄마는 무기라면 뭐든 잘 다뤘어.
무, 타, 법을
그중
이제야
제일
좀
뛰어난
이해.
게 검이었고.
엄마가 검을 들고 나갈 때마다 내가 정말 두려워.
돌격합니다.
Normally the scary part of this pack is Moth, and the fact that if you can't clash against Spiral, you do kind of instantly lose, because you get grasped, and that is effectively just dying. You're not even late, I'm only on floor 14. Yeah, you're really just in time. This is like the part of the run that matters. You missed one hidden boss. We got second tile Callisto.
옳다.
And he was doing 0 damage most of the time.
괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만
매뉴얼을
해주세요.
만들어두길 잘했네. 그렇게만 해.
아, 관리자님이 그 뭐냐. 아무튼 뭘 부쉈다면서요.
Oh, I can actually pass this check.
탁월한 지휘였습니다.
I get to lose so much SP as my reward.
돌격합니다.
Body should clash before Pearl, yeah.
절묘한 한압이었군.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군.
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말 따위 쉽게 하지 않아요.
그런 것은
새삼스럽지만 꽤
보면 뭘
괜찮네.
써야 하는지
I've been just so impressed by G-Corp Outis this run.
제 상태가 좋지
I
않네요.
legitimately think she might be like the best 2-star to solo with after doing this run. You have a pretty high clashing skill 3, it inflicts attack power down, which is a good debuff. You have natural protection in your kit, it's a gloom skill for healing.
개체의 유효한 속성을
Completely acceptable base health.
제 예상만큼 관리자님의 능력이 우수하다는 것이 증명되는 것
Like who would be a better 2-star to solo with?
돌격합니다.
Turning into Elevator? No.
쫓아 살려나갈 올곧은 하나.
Better than Magic Bullet for sure.
잘 노리셨습니다.
This ID is
이제
10 times better for solo than Magic Bullet.
그대로만 해주신다면 오늘은 제압이 빠르겠어요.
Multi-crack Heat maybe? He also gets the Gloom skill.
나라도
Charge is a pretty bad keyword for solo. There's like one gift that does anything. A Poise is the same. Sync Outis, you could argue. She has a Gloom skill, right? Sync Outis does, I think. It's not the skill area though.
그
Ooh, we're neutral. But like if the first
더
two connect, then we get the attack power down. Plus we get resonance. Let's
돌격합니다.
see. It syncs skill 2, okay. Ooh, he tails rolled there, but it's fine, they roll 0. The other very fun solo is Lantern U Song. I did enjoy that when I did it. It's a very unique ID. Definitely wouldn't call him good for it though. Lantern Song is the worst ID for solo, that's LCCV Rhodia.
탁월한 지휘였습니다.
세피라들도 결국 내 편을 쓸
In
수
my
없게
opinion,
없을
of
거야.
course. I don't think we can be objective for that, but
빛의 눈이
LCCV Rhodia
돌격합니다.
is very bad for solo for numerous reasons. Namely, low health, like extremely low health, no keyword, low clashing. And I think Rhodia just has the weakest, like, carry ego, if you're allowing that. Mariachi Sinclair might be a better solo. They're very similar to G-Corp Outis, actually. Except instead of attack power down, he gets a high rolling evade, which is likely better. They serve a similar purpose.
돌격합니다.
The solo Motfaust isn't actually that bad. I've done it. You just make skill 2s instead of skill 3s. and your skill 2 rolls higher than most 2-star skill 3s, so the clashing isn't bad.
위를 아주 박살내버렸시야. 화끈한 맛이 아주 딱이야.
I have been sent to the burn dimension. Thankfully, burn damage is capped. New hidden bosses are so hard. I only got the one at floor 11 this run. Unless we get a surprise on floor 15.
화가 나서 제대로 된 판단이 안
But
서는
floor 11, they should all still be easy enough. I like just seeing how low I can make this guy roll, even though it's floor 14. Like, only 25. I need to fight something with one part. Let's get rid of all my skill 1s before I fight Spiral. Actually, you have... No, this definitely kills, right? 7 skill 1s, yeah.
공격. 공격. 다음은 어디입니까?
신묘하군.
Alright, moments of truth. It's favored. If we lose this clash, we have to restart the floor. So, let's try to win that clash.
돌격합니다.
Okay. Charge units have better ego passive, support passives access. Maybe a few, but like the best support passives kind of work on everyone. You have your damage resistance trifecta, and you have like base Rhodia plus Tang Tang. Like that's half your characters accounted for that just have universal best in slot passives. It's just like the Yisong, Faust, Heathcliff, Ishmael corner, like that side of the solo support passive loadout is much less, like, solid. There aren't super great options. Yeah, Warp Honglu. He's on the potential list. He's on the list of IDs I want to solo with someday.
제긴 것이 들러붙었구나.
But no one ever votes for Honglu in the polls, so...
알고 있겠지?
돌격합니다.
Maybe I should do a poll for what character I solo with, instead of what specific ID. Maybe people would choose Honglu then.
거점을 찾았습니다.
Honglu souls get weird now? Are you just saying like Tarnished Blood being a weird ego? Since they all have unbreakables. Ah, yeah. Wait, what about Honglu? Just like, there's a few identities I want to solo with. 3 of them are Honglu IDs, but no one ever votes for Honglu on the polls. So I haven't done one with him since the first one. But maybe I'll just do a poll for what Sinner to use instead of doing a specific ID. And then maybe people will choose Honglu. Alright, we're looking for greenery. It would be funny if it just didn't show up. Okay. The lag, the slight pause before entering the event always gets me. Is this a hidden boss? But it never is. It's always a trick. Yeah, that one was instant. No false hope there. Alright, just one hidden boss today. And on floor 11.
이번 공개 잘한 거 같지?
Let's just go. I don't think I really have anything to enhance. Alright. Can I edit my pinned message? It doesn't look like it. I'll just remove it. Is it still pinned while deleted? That's funny. Unpin. We're on the final floor now. Time to see how bad double infliction Cassifium is. 2 times more status. I need to see if that works on count. It doesn't specify, which usually means it doesn't work on count, but I feel like this would be an exception to that rule, for whatever reason. I want to resist orange and green, which Ebony Stem does best, and it can win the clash, so that's a good way to start. Okay, he evaded it because I tails rolled. Almost wish I didn't have coin here. Yeah. I don't think that applied to count. I think I would have more counts if he was inflicting twice as much. So that's good. I will probably have to reset to win that first, to beat his evade, but we'll see. We have 2 revives to work with. 2 revives and Greycoat. It's just I worry I won't be able to get rid of this bleed stack. Especially if I lose clashes. 60 by 15, you say?
본 적도 들은 적도 없는 기술이야. 돌격합니다. 로보토미 코퍼레이션에서
And we lose another clash. That tails roll, that staggered us. Okay, this is definitely a lost attempt.
나는 세장 속에 갇힌
We cannot get rid of this bleed. Let's just go ahead and reset.
고작 이런 걸로 길이 끊어졌다고
Base Honglu similar to Base Fast and Base Yisung. I'll find out in June, I guess. But yeah, he seems like he'll be one of the better Base ID solos for sure.
또 무식하게 돌격하실 거라면 돌격하겠습니다.
승리를 위해서라면
Okay, we hit him this time. Good. It gives me the offense level. That means I don't get as much bleed.
승리를 위해서라면
Surely that's a good enough start to win, right? So I should have 6 bleed. And it's like some amount of count. It did get doubled to 12, but I don't think the count did.
죽었다고 생각하고 뭐
Evades on the second one. Okay. Please win your clashes, Outis.
괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요.
엄마는 무기라면
Imagine the world where I have to use the Scissors Corrosion so that I'm rolling more coins and can get rid of my bleed. That would be a fun way for this solo to go. I have 8 bleed. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can perfectly get rid of bleed if I win all these clashes. I lose the very first one. Alright. That gave me 23 bleed count.
무타법을 이제 좀
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없지 않았군.
약점을 잘 노리셨습니다.
적합한
이제
조치였습니다.
해결사의 전법도
It's like, in a way, bleed doesn't matter though, because I'm all single coin, and I just full heal. It's still absolutely bad, and it does matter, but like, in a weird way, it kind of doesn't, you know? If I clash against any 3 coin move, I die.
그것은 그 짝에 갖다 써야지.
매뉴얼을 만들어두길 잘했네. 그렇게만 해.
But like, there's no 3 coin moves here, right?
제 행위 그렇다면 자세히 틀림은 없군.
나라도 그렇게 했을 테지.
How much bleed? 84 by 19? I mean, you're all single coin right now. You can deal with that. A line of favoreds.
돌격합니다.
We lose the first one again. I think that's death. Okay, we lose the second one as well. That's absolutely death. Got it.
고작 이런 걸로
It's definitely winnable. Let's try to get a good first 3 turns instead of just a good first turn.
연결된 끈은 너희가 생각한 것보다
Ebony Stem start is definitely the play.
낭보가 있기를 기원하며.
돌격합니다.
And we hit it. By 1. Hidden Boss Gift making the difference. You don't have to reset for Gasipium to Tails roll that.
참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말 따위 쉽게 하지 않아요. 매뉴얼을 만들어두길 잘했네. 그렇게만 해.
두려움을
Okay.
모르는 건 나쁘지 않습니다만 좀 무식하게 돌격하실 거라면
Unclashable, yeah.
전 빠지겠습니다.
12 by 8 lead. Did I get that much last time? That's a 1 coin by default. It goes up to 3. Can it clash? It can clash. Okay, so that's like 4 bleed count gone. And then I can use this. So this lets me get rid of more bleed count. Sure. Does it outroll that evade though? Probably not. So I have to use it on this slot. Where's that one targeting? Okay. So I need my normal skill to outroll the evade.
돌격합니다.
Why is that going first? Wasn't it clashing a more to the right skill? That's the real Outis scream.
엄마는
Jeez.
무기라면 뭐든 잘 다뤘어.
Ooh, we're getting staggered.
제일 뛰어난 게 검이야.
And he evaded me twice, which gives me bleed count. Okay. I mean, we get unstaggered by him and by our gift. But I think, yeah, I get the bleed from him unstaggering me, which is bad.
내버려두세요.
Okay, I need to get rid of 10 bleed count.
잘하는 일이잖아요.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's perfect. If this actually works out. If I win all these clashes, I should exactly get rid of my bleed.
돌격합니다.
I lose the first one again. Why does this happen? It's like 3 attempts where I've said that, and then I just immediately lose it because I Tails roll on 30 sanity. We're just dead. We're embersing.
절묘한 하나비였고
I'm just never going to lose that bleed stack, man.
대본에 적힌 대로
Just give
운명대로
me
성공하는 걸
a good
원했다면
turn
그
3.
사람의 계획을 망치지도 않았어. 실패해도 괜찮아. 그게 인간다.
Being all single coin has its disadvantages.
이번에는
돌격합니다.
자들 더 생각이 있으면 허접한 것들을 갖다 내진 않았겠지.
무타법을 이제야 좀
The hidden boss gift like isn't even helping.
승리를 위해서
I'm losing my clashes because I Tails roll. And when I heads roll, I'm winning by more than 8. It's just like more damage. Wow, he got like all heads rolls and staggered me.
바보 같은 촌.
36 by 9 bleed. I can't get rid of all of that.
또 책에서
But we
이상한
can
이야기를
mitigate.
돌격합니다. 이렇게 된 거 아닙니까? 제가 진짜 어버이 때문에 재미는 못 살겠어요.
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다.
If only Rusty Coin activated for every skill, and not just the first single coin skill in the turn. Okay. 48 by 8 bleed. We've been in this situation before. Let's just actually win this time. I'm dominating clashes. But I want that one to go last. Come on.
돌격합니다.
그라제 그것은 진작에 갖다 써야
Let me get rid of the bleed stack. One more clash win. You can do it, Outis.
괜찮은 공격이네요.
There we go. Was that so hard? This should be the winning attempt now. Unless things go really poorly from here.
돌격합니다.
That kind of counts. That gave me 19 bleed count. Okay, maybe the bleed count is getting doubled, because that's just insane. I know this guy inflicts insane amounts of bleed, but is it really 19 from a single skill? I am a little bit doubtful. 56 by 22. We do what we can.
돌격합니다.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 딴
Can I just ignore his dangerous move? Like, if I'm tails rolling all these hits and not healing enough. Outis, heads roll, please.
새삼스럽지만
Did I activate Embers there?
제법이야.
I think I did. Because I just tails rolled like 4 times in a row and didn't get enough healing.
상이다.
탁월한 지휘였습니다.
기세가 좋군. 밝은 달 아래 맑은 바람이라도 쐬는 표정이야. 이 아들.
돌격합니다.
We can lose this bleed stack if we try hard enough. Now Outis is locking in the heads rolls, okay.
이요, 당연히 그 시기 해야지. 그런 것은
개체의 유효한 속성을 정확하게
뭘
간파했습니다.
써야 하는지 딱
제
느낌이 오잖아.
예상만큼 관리자님의 능력이 우수하다는 것이 증명되는 것 같다.
He rolls zeros. I have only 4 bleed count. Okay. We can actually lose it now. And get rid of these skill 1s.
돌격합니다.
I do think I activated Embers there, though, because I got so many tails rolls and didn't heal enough to outpace the bleed. So, I think we only have Investigator badge, but that should be enough. The rest of this pack really isn't that bad.
약점을 공략해서 제압하는 건 다들 능숙하네.
마음 둘 안.
You know, come back for the third and probably last time. Yep, we are on floor 15.
내킬 때만
This is the end of the run. Win or lose, but like I'll reattempt. It should be possible, even if we lose this attempt. They're just going to be rolling nothing because I stack attack power down. Like, even if I lose the clash, I'll take maybe 20 damage. Or 0. I guess the rupture is the problem. He's inflicting twice as much rupture. Okay, yeah, the rupture is actually... Okay, I guess we take 99 more damage per hit after this guy, or something.
탁월한 지휘였습니다.
대부분 분야에서 저는 최고의 성능을 내는 AI지만
Oh, I didn't think about this. This guy has 3000 shield.
일단 먼지를 털어내야 하거든요.
You know what? I can deal with 3000 shield.
돌격합니다.
It's going to tank my SP, but I don't need to win clashes. And maybe I'll just win anyways. Snowball the clash wins. Also, maybe I can't do 3000 shield. Yeah, he lived, okay.
지금 완전 삼촌들이랑 공호대 같았어.
What a weird situation to be in. Outis is just really rolling heads though. That was good luck. Yeah, okay, there's definitely enough weird interactions like this that I didn't think of where the shield adversity can become a problem.
혹시 칭찬을 받았다면 엔젤라님이나
돌격합니다.
마이크를 부르는 편이 나았을 거예요. 제가 아니라요.
how hard do you think it would be to solo MDE with Deviat Rhodia? I did that on stream, if you want to go check it out. I don't think the new adversity would change things too much. It would probably be a bit harder. But the run actually went pretty alright, I would say. I don't remember what week it was, but you can check the channel. Deviat Sinclair would be worse, I think. Yeah, Diechi is easy. Deviat, the idea is that she would die to Courier Trunk. But she just does a lot of damage. I got staggered by Lasso, I think. Okay, well we take a full unopposed stagger turn. Let's see how much damage he can do. The rupture is gonna just be enough to activate badge. Don't kill me, please. No, that's 4 coins. We're dead. Oh my gosh.
기계처럼 대본에 적힌 대로 운명대로 성공하는 걸 원했다면
I guess I need to throw more damage at the lasso. That's a problem. Now we have to get through Gasipium again. Maybe we can keep Embers this time instead of Outis hitting like 5 tails in a row and dying to bleed.
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말 따위 쉽게 하지 않아요.
Okay. Good first turn. He didn't even stagger me.
우선 전황부터 살피지.
돌격합니다. 정도는 읽었다. 나머지는
Let me lose some bleed stack, and then hopefully I can fully lose it next turn. There we go. Perfect turn 1, perfect turn 2. I always forget Ebony Stem is a bleed ego. Yeah, it very much feels like Rupture, especially with the passive. But it does have that bleed on it. I wish I could clash this last. Get the attack power down on him first. That's not an option. I just have to have this turn work out. Which is relying on Outis hitting heads like 8 times, which is a big ask apparently. I guess it's only 5 times. I need to win the clashes and beat the evade. A lot of Rupture Eagles are Bleed Hybrid. Rupture and Bleed get paired together so much in Limbus. I did a thing where I counted up what enemies had what status effects to prove that every enemy is actually a Bleed enemy. And while doing that, I just found so many enemies that had both Rupture and Bleed. Okay, I'm going to try something weird. Last Gasipium fight didn't go perfectly. Let's try just not clashing this move. I can still get rid of my bleed stack. And it's not like it will kill me. There's like 0 burn enemies. I think there were 6 when I did the count. 6 entire burn enemies. Okay, we still got 1 limbillion bleed, but that's unavoidable. Unless we actually beat that thing in a clash, but Outis just always fails to do that. So this is the turn where she just failed and procced Embers before. Please get at least like 1 heads roll. So far so good.
그런 것은
getting
약점을 잘
enough.
노리셨습니다.
보면 뭘 써야 하는지 딱
해결사의
느낌이 오잖아요.
손톱도
예?
익숙해지셨네요.
Veteran male butlers have a skill that inflicts 10 burn.
탁월한 지휘였습니다.
All sinners lose Gasifium. Let's go.
이루어질 수 없는 희망도 추락해
Fourth
흔적조차
skill
남지
slot
않은 희망.
last. Okay.
모두 나의 바람이었듯이
Really? Yep, they do. You can go look.
저기
It's
받는
very
도움
random,
도움일 테지.
but they do have it.
돌격합니다.
새삼스럽지만 꽤 괜찮네. 제법이야.
Let me see if I can pull up my list I had.
과연 저자에게는 그런 형세가 적절했겠고 좋은 수였다고 보네.
제 행. 그렇다면 무상이다.
필요한 것인가? 면면이 탁하군.
Okay, evade is on the last slot. That's nice. Bleed stack is at 22. That's not nice.
돌격합니다.
When I did this count, there were 6 burn enemies. But there were 14 burn bosses, but deciding what counts as a boss is a surprisingly difficult task. Like, is Josephine a boss? She's in an unfocused battle, and she's with a bunch of other minions, but she has a lot of health. I think I did count Josephine as a boss.
돌격합니다.
That activated Ember. That's so annoying that that activates Embers. Because I know if you would die, but you heal because of Greycoat, you don't die. So it's really annoying that it still activates Embers, even though you wouldn't actually be dying. But oh well, we'll be out of bleed after this turn. And apparently I just have to, like, always Ebony Stim and 2 skill 3s at this guy and make sure it dies. Make sure as much, you know what, 3 skill 3s. 'Cause you living is what kills me.
이 희생을 위해서라면 온순해졌을 거라 기대했나?
죄송해요. 잠시 어지러워서 못
승리를
봤어요.
위해서라면
뭐
Focused encounter versus the unfocused bosses. How many hiddens thus far? We only got the floor 11 Callisto, and we're on floor 15 now, so 1 and done for hidden bosses. We're just trying our best to not die to status damage right now. Cassipium has been a bit of a trouble. We got past him twice now. But last time we died to the barbed lasso staggering us, which caused me to just get killed by rupture damage.
돌격합니다.
That's a bad clash loss, because that's a lot of rupture. In fact, that's badge activated. Great. Thank you so much, Outis, for that Tails roll. It was a very important one to not mess up. I actually only have 11 rupture. I thought I would get a lot more from that. But losing badge, obviously, not what you want.
귀하들은 그럴 여유가 없어 보이는군. 신호들을 지켜가며 싸워 나가야지 않겠는가?
Yeah, 3 skill 3s at that guy. Just make sure he dies, man.
돌격합니다.
Because him living is just like an instant death, basically.
승리를 위해서라면
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요. 평소에
Okay. The heads roll Ebony Stim does like enough, but it's so much less damage when it tails rolls, and it's not reliable. So I definitely need to send at least some extra skills at it. We lose that clash again. At least we lasted a bit longer, got less coins. Oh, that's interesting. The bridal gift, the like automated, the factory bot one, activated now. That's where the shield came from. So the bleed damage activated embers, but it didn't waste that gift. Okay, Outis, you have a job. Hit heads 4 times, please. At least like 3. Okay, 2, I'll take it. The shield adversity is going to matter for gimmicky stuff like that. That enemy is supposed to be incredibly weak and die to basically anything, which is why it's so punishing if it lives. But having... it's like, okay, usually a skill will do 3000 damage, a skill 3. The problem is just that I'm using a single coin ID. Or at least like... it will at least do half of 3000, and so you would just have to send 2 skills at it. Spawning another one next turn.
그래서 어떠라는 거지?
경계. 돌격합니다. 말로 해야 하나?
Unless we stagger him. Next Valpurgis, you want Irina Outis. I would like the Bayard ID. I think Bayard could be fun in Limbus. Like, self-stagger wouldn't be as bad. We have, like, Warp Heathcliff, who effectively self-staggers. So if they gave a self-stagger gimmick with a sufficient payoff, I think Bayard could work quite a bit better in this game than he does in Library of Ruina. Callista's Corpus Theater gets quite tough to destroy. He thankfully doesn't use that in solo. How will the shield make fairies easier? I'm curious to hear your logic for that one.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
Okay. We can kill him without clashing that, so I'm going to do that.
돌격합니다.
All of our revives are gone. We have no badge, no embers, no 80% heal, and we have 60 rupture potency. But we're just against Donbake.
다음은 어디입니까?
생체 반응이 끊어진 개체의 기록이 감지됩니다. 만약 제가
As long as I can clash you, it's favored. Oh boy, let's go gambling. If I lose to 2 of these moves, we lose the fight. If I beat 2 of these moves, we win the fight. If I didn't want it to be RNG, I could use Morris status right now. But what's the fun in that?
돌격합니다.
1 down. One lost. It's down to this one. Okay. You scared me there, Outis, but you knew how to make it exciting for the stream. You were just clip farming, Outis. I get it. I can respect it.
돌격합니다.
You wonder if shield breaks the game of it since some enemies have no shield sprite? Getting hit while shielded just does the guard sprite. And, I mean, based on every identity having, like, an evade and a guard sprite always, I imagine avenues are the same. Or they're just normal default standing sprite works too.
아야, 거기서 그러고 있으면
Hey, Outis, go trim the lawn. This is another fight where the shield could matter. Technically, but like, you can clash everything here. Surely Dongvik has clashing priority, right? There's no world where she doesn't. Surely.
돌격합니다.
Okay.
승리를 위해서라면
아, 아이, 놀랐네.
Double tails roll.
승리를 위해서라면
It's not true that all IDs have an evade and a guard sprite, really.
예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
I thought they did. Okay. How did you not get hit by the ebony stem? What?
그렇게 시원하게
It's one flower, just fully dodged. I guess I didn't attack Weapon if that would explain it. Alright. We do it again.
돌격합니다.
Oh, and now she doesn't have clashing priority. Got it. In one of those fights. The second wave of flowers have higher clashing priority than Dongvik. And they go left to right, top to bottom. Okay.
승리를 위해서라면
재밌네. 난 너희가 좀 더 어설플 거라고 생각했거든.
I have 3 blooming. Don't lose another clash, pleases. Okay, we've hit the duel.
무엇인지는 모르겠지만 이대로 모든 게 사라져도 좋겠네요. 눈을 감았다 뜨면
Actually, I can do a lot of damage through 10 protection. Hang on. I'll send 1 skill 3 at each flower, but besides that, I'll keep attacking.
돌격합니다. 허점을 찾았습니다. 다음은 어디입니까?
This is the only time I've ever been to Mirror Dungeon Extreme and had any semblance of risk against Dongvik. I've soloed this fight so many times and it has always just been a complete nothing, like she dies on turn 3. But as surprisingly good as G-Corp Outis has been this run, the damage is still lacking. But I think we win here. Unless I get like 4 tails rolls. There we go. 15 floors, 1 hidden boss, one roach. And 3 hours. Honestly, it ended up not taking as long as I thought, probably because I used egos on... I used egos at all. I usually don't. If you want to vote on the next solo we do, you should join the Discord. I imagine most of you are already there. I think I will poll which sinner to use. Only minus 13 Starlight. considering the amount of pack refreshes I had to do, that's very acceptable. Yeah, I think I'll pull which center to use, and then maybe after that I'll pull which ID to use for the center. But to be doable without egos, most of my solos end up being egoless, or close to it. Like, it would be more resetting. The only thing that was hard about that run was floor 15. Floor 15 was only hard because I went to Greenery instead of, like, Fairy Festival. If I went to Fairy Festival, it would have been completely fine egoless. It just would have been slower before that. Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. You prefer solos with egos just for more strategies? That is something I like, yeah. It's like, I like making the run harder enough that I have to use egos in a strategic way. That's fun. That's why I do stuff like bad trials sometimes. But anyway, I hope you have a nice rest of your day wherever you are, and I'll see you next week for the next solo, I hope. Goodbye, everyone.